I
Well, let's see how it goes.
I also turned on experimental unit scale.
What mods are you using?
No mods.
Well,
Why?
I'm not either. Or am
Okay.
I?
What are they saying that we can't?
It says that there's a mod mismatch.
Oh, I could be using a mod. Hmm. Give me a second. I downloaded them, but I didn't know if they, what do you call it?
Yeah, I checked unmodded and yours disappeared.
Yeah, I guess I'm using mods.
The only mod I'm using is just the UI. Well, not UI. They changed the loading screen to the original and the unit cards to the original.
Uh, really, that's all I'm using.
What are
I
you
have
using?
all I'm using is Roman Phalanx and Original Wonder video.
I thought that one wasn't even a real mod.
What?
The original Wonder video.
Yes, it's a real mod.
I thought it was just because, like, in the description, it says to show people how to add their own video. Original Wonder. Original Wonder
Oh.
videos. An example mod showing how to replace in game video files.
Oh, well then I'm
Oh, it
unsubscribing.
does add it in.
Oh.
This mod adds in Wonder videos from original game but reformatted and AI upscaled.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll get that one too.
You did bad cue for lying to me.
Hey, they must have changed the description or something.
I'm gonna whop you on the nose.
I
Whop.
didn't lie. I didn't lie. I also got the classic Rome menu loop. I favorited the Roman phalanxes. I guess I'll subscribe to it.
Oh, I don't have any of my mods. Disable all mods, yes. Okay. Undisable.
I also have the classic, the original loading screen and and the unit cards. I have recruitable generals, but I don't have it activated. I have hotkeys unlocked where it makes it where you can modify hotkeys.
Yeah.
For some reason, it won't let you change some of the hotkeys, so this mod lets you change them.
Don't you find it weird how quickly mods sprung up though?
Well, because people don't like certain things.
I know, but if you could modify it, that means it's must that quickly. It must be fairly easy to mod the game.
Maybe we should mod it.
Uh,
It's gonna be a meme. You can't add in new factions though.
you can't.
You can't. They have to. They said that they're supposedly gonna have an update where you can.
Well, if they do, that'll be nice, won't it?
Yeah.
At the very worst, you could always just reskin a faction no one's using. And Q makes an anime faction immediately. It must be done. And they
I
come
will
from
it.
the east. Yeah, they come from the east. They just all of a sudden just massive hordes. Right, Q?
Yeah, I will it to be done.
Like the Mongol invasion. It's just
Just
ah!
hordes of Misaka clones and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
He's then you need to record a general speech for them. Oh god.
Yeah, it's just me yelling random things. My knees! My spleen aches.
Nah, I didn't even mean for them. I meant for the
What mod you got on now?
I told you the only two I have. The
What?
Roman phalanx is it.
Okay, I'll install the Roman phalanx.
Because the Romans need a phalanx. It's the only thing that helps them.
It's the phalanx and what else? Videos. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. This mod will conflict. Okay. I'm gonna turn everything off. Good night, sweet prince. Roman phalanx. And original wonders. Okay. Cause why would I want to have a decent main menu and loading screen, am I right?
Yeah, why would you ever want that? The loading screens go by quick. You're just looks at me with hatred in his eyes. Shut up.
Like, I play games that are more intensive than this fucking game, and they load faster.
I've played games less intensive that load slower, so I mean.
Well, we both have in that case, yeah. But I'm just saying, Seth, like, that's ridiculous for this game for me. Haha! The hand is on the other shoe.
Hey,
Are we...
get back in here.
Which team
Get
am
on
I...
the,
How
get
do I
on the,
change teams?
I think you gotta click the plus or something.
It won't let me. Did you give the... Is there like an option you have to click to allow me to change teams?
Sure, I'll just kick you out of the session. Fixed. Dang it. He's back again.
See if you can click on me or something.
Now join. You son of a...
What the hell? This game.
Hey, buddy! Okay, let me go to battle settings again, and maybe I can go to this.
Maybe teams are locked or something.
Okay, now let's see. Oh, I get it. Hey Q. Go to the little number underneath you, and switch that to 1.
Hmm.
Ah,
Uh, this game just finds different ways to annoy me.
Well, it's an easy fix. It was because we didn't know. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah,
That's
but
actually.
you just needed to have us. It was far better before the way it was before.
I will admit it was needlessly complicated. Okay, who are you gonna be?
I'll be the Blue Man Group, or maybe I'll be Grease. Just a bunch of Spartans. There we go. Okay, Seth, I'm ready. Just, what are you gonna have? What do you got?
I'm currently deciding who the enemy's gonna be.
This is gonna be funny. And retardedly, I'm gonna be gimped from doing this.
Your performance may be degraded. I don't care. However, Q may care.
My computer's supposed to be able to handle it, but this game has optimization problems.
Your computer has optimization problems.
Nah, it's perfectly fine. I mean,
As
when I start it up, I go and make breakfast and come back and wait for it to start. That's normal. That, I mean, it just takes an hour. It's better than 2 hours. That's impressive. Back in my day, it took 30 seconds.
Yes. And what makes that really sad, Q, is I used to be the same way.
It doesn't really take an hour, Seth. It's like instant.
Hey, wait, man, these are Roman art. Oh, there we go, Roman
You hear
Archer
me?
Artillery. Yes.
It's actually like instant. It's not really. Incendiary pigs. Maybe I should just get me some of that. Some of that goodness. Incendiary. Frightened elephants. Is that all they're good for?
What?
Incendiary pigs.
Probably.
How much do you read on it? And pitch, tar, and oil. Herded towards the enemy. At the right moment, the pigs are ignited, and not unnaturally, they run away in pain and terror, hopefully towards the enemy. Apart from goring anyone foolish enough to get in their way, the pigs are tremendously disruptive to formations. They are also very frightening for elephants in particular, and this is their main use in warfare. Pigs can only be fired at once during a battle, and few survive for long. They're
That's
one-shot weapons intended to spread panic and terror amongst enemies, particularly mounted troops.
yeah, nothing more scary than a
I
pig
mean,
with
when
a
you read
gun.
the description, they sound useful, don't they?
Yeah. Who are these guys? Cavalry Auxiliary can form a Canterbury circle. Yeah, I know. Roman general, legionary cavalry. Yeah. There you go. I am ready. Uh, all right, I'm ready for pain.
Yeah, I'm ready. You're gonna laugh at me. And then you're gonna laugh harder after I do the next thing I'm gonna do in the second battle.
You do realize where this battle's taking place at, right?
Nope.
All right, that's good. Excellent. Perfect.
Is it gonna be hell? Did you bring archers?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't have a single archer unit. Or cavalry. Or infantry.
Today, we look for a victory worthy of Hercules himself. This is a mighty task, but we are men enough to do it.
They're just A posing. Oh wait, never mind.
Remember this above all. The gods are watching from Olympus. Make sure they are not ashamed.
Make sure Olympus is not ashamed, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the gods in Olympus aren't ashamed.
They are going to be very ashamed in us.
They will be. I think they'll enjoy it so much that they won't even be ashamed anymore. They'll be too busy laughing at how big of a disappointment and retarded we are. Alright,
Okay.
so look at my army. Look at
It's
yours.
nothing but pikemen. Well, I know whose job it is to guard the bridge.
It's me. Is there...
Thank you. Yeah, make sure you put a few pikemen. Is there a P button? Right here.
No, Seth, that's a stupid idea. Who would ever put phalanxes guarding a choke point? That's retarded. Get that shit out of here.
And I'm also gonna need you to put it right there too.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh wow, that's actually both intrusive but very nice.
What?
How the arrows look. See, look away from them. They take up
Oh,
like half your screen.
yeah. This UI's already taking up a lot.
Well, it's both nice and you know what I mean.
Oh, look at that. It sends a message in the chat, but it tucks it away in a corner where you can't fucking see it. That's genius.
Oh, here's something else. Get close to my general. They're gonna like this.
Alright, as soon as I find him. He blows a horn, don't he?
Yep.
Do it.
Wherever I put it. Yeah, watch this.
Nice hair. I didn't see him blow a horn.
He doesn't, but you hear the sound.
I hear the sound, but I don't hear it from him. I just hear it out in the ether.
I hear it closer to where I'm at.
Like I'm zoomed in on him, and it still sounds like it's out in the ether. It sounds like it's coming from midair.
Weird. It'd be funny
Wait,
if it.
wait, do it again. I'll zoom in on mine. Hold on. Alright, go ahead. Nope. Oh well.
How you like all my prim and proper dudes? Hey,
Why
wait a
can't I
minute,
drag
guys.
select?
Hey, cohorts. Uh, Okay, I guess I was wrong. Oh, wait a minute. I probably didn't pick the right guys for the. Oh well, this is a massive army, by the way. This is about right, right, Q?
What? What's about right?
For Roman army.
I mean, big ass.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the formation?
Well, for how many people are in the formation?
Yeah.
That's about right.
You got it set to huge, right? I mean,
Uh,
high?
no, it's past high. It's an experimental high.
That's nice.
It also says warning: PC may catch fire. So
Don't tell me what to do.
that's what I told him.
And
Meanwhile, Q's like looking at his computer. Don't you dare catch fire.
just hoping that it doesn't actually happen.
I'll put my guys there to watch it first. All right, you ready?
Yeah. I'm just waiting to, so I can order them to get up to the bridge. I
Oh,
can't drag box select them. These are Spartan hoplites. These aren't just regular hoplites or phalanxes.
oh yeah, they're all wearing dresses. Look at them.
Yeah. I got them to raise the phalanx so they can move faster. Hoplites of Sparta.
User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
What?
What was that about?
I almost feel assaulted. I'm scared.
E3CBOWL.
Oh, it's
3R.
Deca. Oh, I ain't heard from him in 30 years. Duh! It's retarded game.
What?
I also gave my guys max upgrades too. Because you allowed it.
Yes, I did. All my guys have max upgrades.
Lies. Alright, you're gonna be group 1.
Men of Sparta! Stand in formation! March! Spartan hoplites. Standard formation. March!
Standard formation.
Hoplites of Sparta!
So we're fighting the Gauls and the Spain. Your sworn enemies.
How did you know?
I know things. Do you like my hoplite formations?
How you like Tetsudo?
Ah, very lovely. Too bad I didn't get to watch you set it up. I wanted to hear the satisfying clings.
Well, they're about to form. I'm about to send another unit to form again, another one. I'm gonna have them march towards the enemy like in Tetsudo.
It's good. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, but to try and defend against archer fire, right? Oh man, I'm looking at my dudes lining up behind you.
And through my Tetsudo, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're actually slowing down Tetsudo. Actually, I don't think they can form Tetsudo because you're inside of them.
Just walk them forward like 2 steps. It'll be alright.
Hey, no. Okay, they're not running. There they go. They formed Tetsudo.
That looks beautiful.
Now, are they going to be able to move in Tetsudo? Yeah, this. There they go.
Good luck getting through the pointy sticks.
I don't know how Roman tactics have dealt with the phalanx. Maybe arrows? Arrows seem like they do very well against the phalanx.
Well, arrows help, but light infantry. I don't know.
Because the
I forgot.
Because the Romans became pros about dealing with phalanx. Like, they developed a strategy that just crushed it. And made it useless.
Well, flanking it is definitely one way to make phalanx useless.
Yeah, but I don't think they flanked.
Why not? Nobody's going around the bridge, are they?
They can't because I have the only bridge crossing.
No, I mean, they're not even trying to cross it, it doesn't look like.
No, they are.
Oh, the bridge, Seth, not the water.
Hey, Q, you know, I like Tetsudo as much as the next person, but I don't think Tetsudo is gonna do so well against these guys. Oh, fudge. Come on. Right.
Well, I was gonna move them up, but I didn't want to mess with what you were trying to do.
I was goofing off. I didn't actually think they were gonna do anything.
Oh my god, Seth.
Well, Tetsudo's pretty good against this. Okay. Alright. Oh, they just break Tetsudo.
Well, they're gonna have to. Tetsudo's not meant for physical engagement.
Hey guys, you want to fall back so the other guys can do this? Yes. Good. Good luck, Q. Tetsudo. Turn off skirmish. Bad skirmishers. Yeah, fire some useless. Yeah, they're trying to fight in the river crossing.
Which makes sense, considering what's happening at the bridge right now. I mean, I wouldn't fight at the bridge either. That's suicide.
this isn't.
But then again, they can funnel more people in through here. Where are they? Why are you walking backwards?
Who, me?
No, look at my freaking hoplites in the middle of the enemy. They're literally walking backwards into them. Just leave. Just fucking leave.
These my archers are doing good. My archers are paying for themselves.
Oh my god. This is a mess.
Look at them. They're all lining up too. Look at this lineup. Single file across the river. Meanwhile, there's a bloodbath going on over here. The bad part is that you ready to hear the bad part about all this, Q?
What?
I'm about to run out of arrows.
For you. But it's just getting started for me.
And look, guys, this is a battle. Don't run. It's ultimately pointless to run. Right, Q?
Yep.
I ordered my guys not to run. It's ultimately, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shooting fire arrows at them.
Good job. Look at you.
Probably shouldn't need to shoot fire arrows at them now. For one good reason. They're in the water.
I wouldn't be using fire arrows in general, but since they're so bunched up, it doesn't really matter. But friendly fire is a thing.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. You know why? Look at that! He had them all so orderly, and now they're all bunched up.
You should bring those. You want to bring this ballista down?
One of the ballistas are coming down. The other one, they're within line of fire of it. You may not be able to think it, but they are.
Well, they are high altitude, so
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense. I don't care as long as. Well, you get the point.
I'm moving some guys across the river.
That's not a bad idea.
I kind of figured that the enemy might want to see our puppy collection.
Yeah, they want to see our prized breeds
Yeah.
and browse.
Nothing like a few puppies to.
I know to make John happy.
Oh dear, they have catapults. They didn't bring them though, but they have them.
Damn it.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Yeah, there's no way they're getting around me. Seth, get your. Seth, you got your cavalry just setting in my phalanx. Get them out of there.
What do you mean?
They're in the way.
What? What cavalry? Who? What the? Who the? I told you are bad boys. I told you to walk.
I mean, if you want to let them die, go for it.
No, that's not what they were actually. That's not what they were supposed to do. They're bad cavalry. Well, looks like you're doing what my other cavalry was supposed to do. Whatever. How the dogs doing, by the way? Are they all dead yet? Yeah, they
I
are.
don't know.
No, they're not. There's a few still alive. Gotta push the enemy across the river, right?
Mhm.
Hey, look, there's a body going across the river. La, 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 la. Actually, is it a woman? No. I have seen women in the German army, though.
Yeah, the screamers. Right?
No, no, they're part of the standard light units. Seen it a couple of times. They're rare, as you can believe, but every once in a while, I do think I see one. I mean, the Gallic army. I can't tell. This is something that the Spartans would do, though.
Box them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Greeks had a very interesting sense of humor, especially the Spartans. They like their comebacks.
Yeah. No. Hey, you don't do that. There you go.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee. Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts. Hoplite of Sparta!
And see, if they get through these guys, they got another layer of guys to get through. Right, Seth?
Now, what's real sad is the entire enemy army is kind of stuck in
Screwed.
a rock and a hard place. Yeah.
Well, they're screwed. They got phalanxes on both sides.
Well, they can still get out, but it'd be kind of rough.
Look, see, the guys are trying to retreat through my phalanxes.
Yeah, every once in a while, a couple of get out. Yeah. Maybe because you don't have super phalanxes on the other side.
Well, I just didn't get to position them very well. I told them to run up into a formation and forgot to tell them to phalanx. So my positioning's pretty bad. And I don't have enough of them. But you got cavalry. You'll deal with it.
Standard formation. The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from the battlefield. Ready. March.
Hey, can you do me a favor and look at the where your phalanxes are?
You mean the ones that don't have anybody at it anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna order them to charge.
Through the bodies?
Of course.
You'll be trudging through the bodies like,
Yeah, that's the best part. These people are trying to escape. I don't want that to happen. Do you?
there's gonna be so few people left that they're never gonna be able to form an army again, Q.
They'll be traumatized. There's so many bodies.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. I killed so many of them.
And now Q has, oh Q. Well, every time I see a red, that's a family you're gonna have to write to and say, yeah, he didn't make it. But then you can send them a couple of pictures of the enemy and say, this is what he did, though, when he died. Be proud of your son, right?
Yeah, a glorious battle it is. There's only shreds of them left. We killed so many of them that even when they finally made it out of the hellhole, there's just shreds of them. I should have put more. I should have brought more of them around to the other side. Is what I should have done. You know. But I thought you were moving guys over, so I didn't do it. And then after mine are in position, I'm like, where the hell did Seth's troops go? You know.
I was only sending cavalry over and my dog units to nip at their heels.
Yeah. Whatever. I was a valuable asset this day.
You killed probably most of them.
Let's speed this up.
Hooray! The jump-a-thon. Look at him jumping around, Q. Jump,
Yay.
jump, 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 jump. Should we surrender
Puppies.
now?
Yeah, I think we lost.
I do too.
It's too bad.
And that'd be funny. You call it a loss, even though you won. It's like, yeah, we lost. The enemy's just like, don't patronize us. We all know what happened there.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of great souls.
20, 20 people left.
Yeah, actually about 50. But you're
That
gonna
that's a clear victory. Superb, overwhelming victory.
It's quite clear. Actually, I can't believe I killed as many as I did. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Look how many casualties they inflicted, though.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll be back in a moment, and we can
It
have a
doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you how many of those are friendly fire, though.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'll be back too.
I am back. Hello. Hello. Hmm.
User entered your channel.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hey, John.
What a...
John, you should have seen all the bodies.
You switch yourself to Team 2.
Why is that? Oh, this is a siege, isn't it?
Weird, it's forcing us to be the siegers. Okay, never mind. Switch to my team. Again? Okay.
Yeah, when I switched teams, it gave me the option to build, to have, you know.
Yeah, alright, we're right now.
Hold on, I got sent Silver a message.
You gotta send them your username and password and social security number?
I should have saved a screenshot of the bodies. Oh wait, I did. I'm gonna upload it. Oh yeah, so now I got phalanxes and a bunch of flaming pigs.
And that's what you're gonna use to defend the city.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
No.
Fine. I'll give him a couple of more phalanxes then.
Don't you have any archers or something?
No. No.
You mean your faction doesn't get archers?
Oh, they do. They should, because there were Greek archers. But they do. I just didn't bring any.
Please bring some archers, Q.
Why?
We're defending a city. You're gonna need to put people on the walls with archers. I think I have 5 units of archers, but that is not enough.
Fine.
Or at least bring 1 unit of archers so you have some archer support.
I'll bring 2.
Okay, that's all I ask. It's a simple request, man. It's simple. Meanwhile, Q's slowly dying inside because it wasn't a simple request.
Nag, 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 nag.
Because Q had to get it authorized by the Spartan generals, and they didn't like the idea of archers, and it's like,
Archers. I thought we need fucking archers.
it's not like that. Q's just like, I had to bring it up with a request board and all that. It's just like,
I don't want to get too much trouble. I can do just fine, maybe. Probably. Okay, I'm ready. I brought two Cretan archers, which are one of the best archers in the game.
I have some Archer's Auxilia.
Unless they changed it, they should be one of the best in the game.
Mine should be decent. The Archer Auxiliary.
I said one of the best. Jesus.
Oh,
Come,
I don't
put the
know.
knife away, Seth. Put it away.
Actually, I'm curious about this. I haven't had much luck with the Scorpions. Let's see how the Scorpions do.
Oh boy. Well, I got any gaps in the wall covered. Wait, what kind of walls are we having?
You'll see.
Stone?
It's gonna be a surprise. Okay, let's play a game. Who's gonna load in first? Drum roll. I'm not loaded in yet, so you can still win this race.
This guy's pointing. He's like,
His computer's heating up quite rapidly.
Gotta fan the flames.
You actually broke up there for a second.
Gotta fan the flames. I'm jealous of you, Seth.
Hmm?
I'm jealous of you.
Why?
You get to snack on things.
Oh.
What?
And
I'm just joking.
I got a fortune cookie. I want to eat it.
You
I
have
usually
permission
listen
to
my
eat it.
guests, 'cause I don't really care for fortune cookies.
Why does my window screen keep flashing up? Uh-oh. I'll be right back. People will do anything to try and defend Elon Musk because they believe his con artistry. Because almost everything he says is a lie. Remember whenever he said that you can go land on Europa and Saturn and that radiation in space isn't a problem? Oh boy.
It isn't a problem. It's only a problem for the person in space.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't a problem for me.
Europa has a lethal dosage of radiation anywhere around that area. Around Saturn. And then he's like, "Oh, these solar panel cells will power this starship of 200 or 300 watts. But if you're going to be near Saturn, you're going to be getting like 2 watts out of those things. You can't even boil water with that much power."
Q, how you doing?
I don't know. My Windows start menu keeps flashing up. And like it's not responding.
Hooray!
Oh wait, it's back.
Alright, well,
At least according to Task Manager.
Oh, wow! Wow! I only took a tenth of an atmosphere out, and look what happened. tenth of an atmosphere did, even though it took up to 3 bars of pressure. And let's just do this for good measure.
Why does it keep cutting to the desktop now?
Oh no, that's half an atmosphere of pressure. That's basically all of it. Oh no, that's a disaster. How can that be? It took 3 atmospheres of positive pressure. Let's look up the tensile strength of, for example, 304 stainless steel. Oh my word, he doesn't understand the difference between compression and tension. But fine, tensile strength is how strong you have to stretch something before it breaks. So in pressurizing a tube term, it's how much pressure you have to put in before the tube explodes, before it ruptures. Not quite the same thing as whether it'll actually go under a vacuum, which is a familiar steel because Starship steel is quite similar to it. We find a yield strength of 250 megapascal and an ultimate strength of 505 megapascal. Great! That means you can put lots of pressure into your
Stop
tube
going to the
or your
desktop.
cylinder. Not quite sure what relevance that has to how easily the
It's
tube
stuck on
collapses.
1/4 still.
Keep going. Now this means that
I
the
can see
steel
your loading
starts
bar.
forming at 215 megapascal and completely breaking at 505 megapascal.
You're looking.
We found that our
I
root
can
stress
see it.
is
Yep,
only
I can see it. It's like
3.5
you want to kick
megapascal.
this player.
The longitudinal stress even lower.
I haven't
This
seen it
Kick
means
move
out.
an
that
inch.
the high loop steel could withstand
I
63
haven't seen it
times
move an
more
inch.
Roger.
My general's
Yes,
already
please.
done.
atmospheric pressure
Dude, my
before
general's
it
already been
starts
done
to
with his
form.
speech
And
for about
even
30
though
minutes.
6 times more pressure
Gotta wait on the fucking late Spartans like usual.
steel is more than strong enough to withstand
He
Spartans
was
always
actually
wind up late.
atmospheric pressure without
he was actually
problems.
very supportive of your people too.
Congratulate you. Would be able to
Once
take
a
a
Greek
lot of
says he's
pressure
going to
from
help,
the
it's like,
inside of the tube
uh-huh.
when the structure would be in tension. Under compression,
Uh-huh.
quite similar. The even dumber thing, of course, is that the nearby aluminium can didn't actually reach the tensile strength of aluminium. This wafer thin sheet
When
of
are those
aluminium,
Greeks coming to
even
help?
though it was under a total vacuum, completely crushed, of course, but there was no rupture in the actual aluminium anywhere. This actually held the vacuum. So I guess this would be this wafer thin
Oh, oh,
aluminium
oh,
would also,
oh,
in his
I think it's
mind, be
done.
a perfect material
Oh,
for
no,
making the
no,
hyper
no. At 95, you're at 99%. That's the longest load. You know that.
I got like 1 centimeter. Oh my god, this
You're at
game.
99%. It's the longest percentage.
I would have already been done
Ferryman
with
will be
this.
busy today. He
Oh
will
boy,
take many
Ferryman will
souls
be
to the
busy today.
afterlife. Just make sure that yours is not one of them.
Boy, you're loaded.
I'm speeching.
Today,
Finally,
The carrion birds feast, but they feast upon our enemies, not on brave sons of Greece.
Brave sons of Greece.
Yay, pigs!
You know what I realized, Q?
Huh?
That your general was just stuck in the restroom.
Yeah.
That's what was wrong.
He's like, alright guys, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Everyone's like, "You're late." Yeah, it was a messy time in the bathroom. I wouldn't go in there for about 3 hours.
Await my orders.
Move. Heck yeah! Look, the enemy brought some toys.
Oh boy, what did
Okay.
they... Oh.
Whose mom do I gotta fuck to get a show on this damn?
To get a what? Seth, what is that? Is that copper plating?
Yes, it is.
Just haphazardly thrown on there?
Yep.
I guess... I mean, that's a lot for galls.
Yeah. You know, th- this
Seth's
this
like
is
about that.
this is Rome. Like this is the capital of Rome. I think they could possibly afford a little bit of
Imperial palette. Uh-oh. We're on the other side, too. Where am I allowed to place my guys?
Everywhere.
I can't put them everywhere. I can't put them on the other wall.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think we're gonna make it, Seth.
Hey, I can place my guys over here.
You can, but I cannot.
You should be able to. Make sure you're clicking your guys and not my guys.
I have 2 archers selected. There seems to
Oh,
be a certain.
you can only select one archer and put them on a wall. And then you need to kind of drag them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we gonna do about this side?
You know, I thought about it.
Well,
And
I know
it's
what I'm gonna do. Wait, where's the general? Wait, this guy.
it's called panicking. Hopefully we can set these 2 siege towers ablaze, but you know,
I wouldn't count on it.
I mean, you can always hope.
Wow. That's an impressive structure.
Yeah, especially for the Gauls and the Spanish.
Yeah, you'd figure they'd just be throwing shit at each other.
I'm surprised this alliance has lasted this long.
Is it an alliance or is it a competition?
It's a mixture of both. They have a mutual agreement that they don't attack each other until we're dead. And then it's fair game.
Sounds about right. Alright, so I got some hoplites over there.
Which I consider to be like probably the miracle of this century for them. You archers. Can I get more archers on this wall? Yeah. Do you have hop? Oh no, you got archers. Make sure they're using fire.
I am hoping that they'll catch some of that on fire.
That's the hope. That's the hope. That's enough on this end. I guess I could.
You guys are gonna be group 2.
Can I? No. Jeez, they're not like the ninja. I was hoping that the Arcana would be like the ninjas. You know what the ninjas can do?
Throw bombs.
No, they could
Move without being seen.
No, at the beginning of the match, you can place them anywhere on the map.
Oh. Yeah. They can be OP though. There's like an exploit that you can do with them using their you can use them to take out almost a whole army, the ninjas, if you use them right.
No,
I seen someone.
they're terrifying. It's because those bombs. If you can position them with those bombs in the right way, they're deadly.
I don't know what to do with the pigs.
You can put them where I kind of put the dogs. Like eventually, if they break through, like you can put them like
I'll put 2 there.
here, or like in these plaza areas. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll just put 2 with your war dogs, and then I'll put 2 in the center.
Hopefully my dogs don't get hungry for pig. Those won't be good pigs.
I can't really phalanx on the wall. Then I won't be on the walls. Where am I going to put my other archers? Up here with you?
You put them like right. Uh-oh. put them like right here
Well, behind the wall or on the wall?
on the wall. I couldn't click on. Like, do you see where they are? Where I
There
opened
we
up the
go. That'll
cabinet?
do. See the green
Like,
archers? Those are mine.
yeah. Can you extend them a little farther so they can clear up with this gap that between my Yeah, I like that. That's good.
It's kind of gay, but okay.
It helps. Okay. All right.
All right then.
Are we as ready as we could ever be?
Maybe.
Look, it's almost a guarantee that some of them are gonna come in to visit. You made sure you make the tea right for them.
The tea?
Yeah, or coffee or whatever we Romans make for guests or Greeks.
I thought it was just black tea.
All
Turns
right.
out it was coffee.
Uh,
Well, I gotta group all my guys back together. They're all spread out. Here's my general.
you mean your general is not a general bodyguard unit?
Nah, he's the first unit in the card, so he's a general. Hoplite.
Why not
Spartan
just
hoplite.
make a general unit?
Cause I didn't think about it, and I don't care.
All right.
That's fine to me.
Alright. And this guy should be her. Oh, Seth, your war dogs are barking.
Alright. All
I told
right.
I told Seth earlier, John, that he'd be proud of you'd be proud of him for his use of dogs in that last battle.
Q has war pigs. He's decided to bring war pigs into the fight.
Was there no flying? There's not flying pigs.
They're not flying pigs, not these.
No, they're called incinerated pigs.
You
They
light them
light
on
them on
fire,
fire
let them
and
loose.
release them towards the enemy.
It's the best part.
Well,
It's
light 'em on
incredibly
fire, they're gonna start
humane.
running around like crazy.
Alright, Seth. Oh, wait, hold on. Uh-oh.
He's like, did we just freaking play together? I'm like, I don't know.
There's two hoplites I missed out in the corner here. Oh well, Seth. You can go when you're ready. I can't move them now because I've already hit ready, so... So they'll just come out here.
Huh. No response from Q.
My god.
Oh, they're back.
Oh god, I'm receiving archer fire.
Oh gosh, they have archers on those things.
How does that even work?
Yes.
Look, Q, they got archers on them.
Sorry, you gotta know. Oh, you gotta know.
Shoot your flaming arrows at the thing.
Oh shit, they brought onagers. I forgot about those. Yeah, I'm more worried about the onagers knocking parts of the wall down than that.
Hey, look, one of these things are on fire. One of the rams are.
Well, that's nice.
I know.
I don't think our arrows are doing anything to that.
Look, Q, I can hope and pray.
I'm just gonna let them figure out where they're gonna go. These guys are gonna have to raise your phalanxes. Get your asses in here. There's no onagers on that side, is there?
On the side or
The enemy are at the walls with their siege
The
towers.
Gauls.
Now we must look to our courage and skill.
yeah, no, the Gauls don't have any onagers.
Seth, they are firing onagers here. And
The enemy are at the walls with the towers. Now only
somewhere up
strong
here.
hearts can hold this place.
All right. I have plans.
Well, I'm trying to shoot the onagers with arrows. Because there's no point trying to set the siege towers on fire if I'm having to try and hold back from 6 spots at the same time. So I'm going to have to pull back a unit. Where's my moving guys? Run, run! Get your asses down there. I didn't realize they had onagers. I should have thought about that. But my brain hurts, so I don't care. I mean, it's going to be a while. Oh, except for that one. Sweet, one of the onagers get... Oh, good job, Seth.
But
Your guys shot down one of the onagers. It's on fire.
Men of Crete, use fire.
And the other one, and the other onager was completely wiped out. I put my our arrows just annihilated them all. You hear me?
Yep.
Uh-oh. There's a
what?
third onager that's still there, but we can't reach it. They got into the gate. How?
What do you mean?
Oh, you tried to rush your heart. You tried to rush your cavalry out.
Yep.
Oh my God,
You know why?
Seth, those poor people.
You know
They
why I
deserve to
did that?
die.
You know why I did that?
Um, because
It's not actually because I was actually trying to hit those onagers,
you should have.
but they pathfinded stupid.
Oh, so you didn't line them up first. I get it. Seth,
But
you might want to get your archers off the gateway.
I'm working on it. I'm actually about to lose all my archers.
Because they're hitting it with the onager that's out of range, and it's gonna fall, and they're gonna die. That's what I'm telling you.
Where's the onager that's out of range? Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
No, I had to tell you, man. Uh-oh. Seth,
What?
you might want to move these guys up. Here.
Who?
Move those guys up to the Gauls.
Oh, these guys are.
They fell.
Yeah, some guys are falling off the walls. Uh-oh, that's not good.
What are you owing for?
They just got. They just took the walls, or they thought they did.
Britain archers.
Yeah, they think they did, but they didn't. So many dead bodies. Yeah, it's glorious. Yeah, it's clear that these guys aren't getting in.
They might.
Not from the walls, they aren't.
Yeah, but they do have their battering. Well, they do have a battering ram.
Where?
Uh,
All of them are broke.
I could have sworn. No, there's one right here.
I'm talking about the Gauls.
The Gauls are bringing one. Do you see where they're bringing it?
No, that's the Spanish, Seth.
No, that's the Gauls. Look at the green. Spanish are these brown.
There's nothing there.
Those are Gaul druids.
There's nothing where you clicked. Yeah, those are the Spanish, Seth.
Q, I have played this game long enough to know
Including
that
the naked guys.
these are druids. Spanish don't have druids.
It's under the Spanish flag.
No, it isn't. The Spanish flag does not have the pig.
You told me that that's the Spanish. I've been calling them the Spanish this whole time. Because you said that they were.
No. No, the Spanish are these guys with horns.
Well, they're breaching the wall.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm hoping that your phalanxes or archer. Your archers are gonna die. You might want to get some phalanxes up there.
I can't. The phalanxes are going to be useless on the wall. They can't put their spears down. Or at least I think they are. It's fine. I'll take care of it.
Thought you had guys on that.
I do.
If they get to this center section, they can just open up the door.
Yeah, they have to actually come out from behind it, though. If I'm behind the door, they can't open the door. I tried it before. It doesn't work. Not in this one.
That's been a while since I've seen fighting to the death.
Yep. Sir.
Why are the gates open then, Q? And why are they busting through the gates? Q?
Because they're not?
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. You're high. They're closed. They're not busting through the gates.
Okay, the gates are.
The closest I told you that they're going to destroy the gate with the onager. But the onager's been abandoned, so it don't even matter. They're going in through the walls. We'll pause it if you're gonna send me screenshots. You're hallucinating. There's nobody in there. Besides, that's on the Gaul side.
No, that's the Spanish side, Q.
There's not a single Gaul flag here.
That's because they moved. Here's what it looks like in the front.
Yeah, that's on the other side of the wall, Seth.
That's what you see? That's hilarious, because what I see is, where are these things?
Yeah, I just see them coming out onto the walls.
Are you making sure you're looking at the... No, yeah, you are looking at the right wall. Huh. Yeah, they're coming in. Your guys are dying like crazy, too. Like, it's eating through them like they're, like, candy.
That should be impossible. This is a phalanx.
Yeah, your guy... Yeah, no, they just, busted through the phalanx and got, through the side. Oh, here we go. Possible connection problems. Alright, whenever it reconnects to Q, he'll see
Look
the
to the
truth.
inner defenses. The walls have fallen to the enemy, and the gods have abandoned us.
It's not responding.
Yeah, give it a moment.
Spartan hoplites! March! Quickly! Men of Sparta! Go, go, go! Forward! Men of Greece!
Oh, now we're caught up.
I might bump the difficulty up to hard. Starting to feel like it's too easy.
Q,
What?
how do you see it?
And you know I must be out of my mind to be playing on hard mode now.
Men of Sparta! Hoplite of Sparta!
So my puppy's all paid for and all that, and named now. His name is Levi. It was gonna be between Levi or Levi, but Levi is the one with more resemblance to Leviathan. Everyone liked that too, so it's been confirmed throughout the family too, and my uncle said, nah, you better make sure that you take care of that dog or the whole family's gonna be mad at you. I'm like, oh, I know, trust me.
Kind of seems like they abandoned me over here. Yeah, they're all going towards that gate they have a foothold in. Q,
Yeah,
you there?
yeah. I'm just trying to move up dudes.
Okay, so it finally caught up.
I don't know. Kind of. Has my phalanx been moved to face inward from the outside like this?
Yes, it looks like your phalanxes have been moved.
If I get in the same dude again, I'll be gone.
Men of Sparta!
Like
Yes.
that?
Yep. Now everything's right in the world. I'm trying to recapture the wall. I'm sending some guys to go try to get up there and recapture it. If I recapture it, then that door will shut. Yes. I don't want to be the janitor here.
Oh, this one. Great. Oh, it's by smoke. I forgot. Yeah, gas. Always need lots of gas.
Hey Q, if there's any way you can send some guys up here, to the top of that we can recapture it and shut the doors.
I can try, but I can't guarantee they'll be effective. I told these assholes to move. Damn, just gotta fucking stop and shoot at every fucking thing.
What do you want to do, Captain? Shoot everywhere!
Fire everything!
Smashing the button. That would be cute. how he, how he smashes the remote buttons.
Alright, we acquired control over the gate, but to hear the problem.
What?
There's too many bodies to shut the. Oh, hey Q! Now we're dumping hot stuff on top of them.
Oh, goody. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're ahead of me, Seth.
Okay, let's pause and.
Especially since you're hosting.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're dumping oil on them now.
Yeah, now we're dumping oil.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah, in reality it should be hot sand, but hot oil is good enough, I guess. The literature
Well,
says hot sand, but.
From what I've read, hot oil was used. At least that one time. So it must be true.
Depends on when you're playing, what area you're playing at.
This is like mid.
Rome,
This is like early to mid room, so.
So they were using both sand and.
The game takes place before and after the unifying Civil War.
Yeah, they're using both.
And then barbarian invasions before the fall of Rome, and then you got Alexander.
If I remember right, during the Troy and all that stuff, they had oil as well. And, yeah.
Our allies have lost their leader. This turn of events may make them lose heart. Great! Praise!
Oh, did you see the hot oil come out?
No, I saw both the generals die.
Uh-oh. My general?
Yeah.
Yep. You know. Oh, looks like they poured that hot oil again. Here's another dead general.
Yeah, they are. Here, John, I'll stream it for you, alright?
No, I'm playing StarCraft.
Don't lie to me.
Oh, there's some more hot oil.
Okay, so I see the oil now.
towers have collapsed. Well, most of them. We are fighting the enhanced AI, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be making smarter decision-making skills.
I have my doubts.
Well,
But
I
we'll
did put
see.
it on medium. You want me to put it on very hard and see what they do?
Wait, hold up. You don't want them getting no fake buffs, alright? I don't want to. I don't want to play a game where the enemy gets a forced 20 armor because difficulty.
I don't know if that's what it is. It could just be a smarter AI. I actually
It's
don't know.
supposed to be a smarter AI,
Well, then we can
but
test it
but
and see.
difficult. But
Q, we can test
you're
it and see
talking
if
about
it.
a difficulty slider, Seth. That's got nothing to do with AI. If they decide to change it, but we'll test it though, because what I'm trying to say is that most people change it to where it's just an artificial buff. Is what I'm trying to tell you. But we'll try and see if it affects the AI.
That's what I was saying. Have we finally cleared the breach?
Of course, I'm pushing them out.
The druids are chanting,
They're dying, Seth.
and now they just got sprayed with oil.
Now I'm getting sprayed with oil. I don't see any oil.
Now the druids are just kind of walking away. While a bunch of arrows are being shot at them. And there's only 5 left. Make that 2, make that 1, and 0. There are no more druids left. Okay, now I think we can shut the door. Well, I think we can't shut the door. You know why? I got some bad news about this door, Q. It's jammed with bodies. From what I understand, doors don't do so good jammed with bodies. What do you think?
Oh. Look how quickly these horses melt when they're facing hoplites. Oh, wait. They're technically on the flank.
There is something you can do in Total War, I think medieval. You can actually, I think, left click on the gates and tell them to open and close at will.
I've never seen that.
I think
Yes,
you can.
you can. You can lock them and unlock them at will when you're under siege. I played with it when I was playing by myself versus AI. It was
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, kind
You
of.
can literally pull the enemy in if you wanted to. Open the
Hey,
gates to
doggies.
the enemy. Or say,
This AI's kind of fucked. I
Why?
tell my dudes to line up, and then they walk several feet in front of where I told them to line up, and then they turn around, and then they just kind of sporadically circle. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've noticed that. Their pathfinding is
shitty.
interesting.
That's okay. So it is for your workers for StarCraft as well for number 2. They have some issues for pathfinding. Sometimes it can get annoying. Real badly, too.
Oh boy. The general's bodyguard's coming.
Oh.
The general what you killed. Unresolved.
No, it said we won.
It told me unresolved.
Well, we won.
It just popped up without fanfare or nothing. Let me guess. Is delay.
Quite possibly. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be playing with very hard AI.
River Jordan, huh?
Yeah, the River Jordan.
Oh boy.
So, you might wanna,
Bring more pigs.
we are gonna be fighting very hard AI, Q. I would very much like not to be a meme war.
What'd you say to me?
I would very much not like it to be a meme war. Because you're pigs.
I'm ready. I got pigs.
Right.
I've got all 20 of them. Yes. I'm excited. I can't wait to spread the pig love.
Who is... see, I would like to know who's defending and who is not. You know what I mean?
We're defending. See the shields?
Where?
Next to our icons and our name.
Oh. I don't believe you. Alright, cute. Let's see how very hard AI are. And then we'll turn off the enhanced. We'll do the same bridge on very hard AI, on enhanced and not enhanced. Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Q's loading. Oh, wow, that was quick, Q.
Take up the spear and shield. Put on your helmet.
Take up
Put
the
a sight
spear and
of fear
shield.
in your
Put on
hearts,
your
and
helmet.
remember
Put a sight
that
of
you
fear in your
are the
hearts.
sons of great
And remember that you're
soldiers.
the sons of great soldiers.
Now, take up the sword.
Take
Look
up
to
the
your
sword. Look
arms
to
in
your arms and
armor.
armor.
Now
Now
comes
comes
the
the
hour
hour
when
we
we test
test great
great
courage.
courage.
What was your speech like, Seth?
This will be an epic sung for hundreds of years, basically.
Damn, my speech was kind of shit. Yours sounded epic.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
he
more epic.
did he mention the Greeks?
Yeah, he did. He said, the Greeks make worthy allies.
What
So
else did he say?
trust them. About it. I forgot already. Okay, so Q. There is no river crossing. They must come through the bridge.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
Oh dear. Hey guys, I'm just gonna tell you guys sort of like this so I can get there. Q's lucky gets the bridge.
We'll split it. Jeez, what do you, what do you want?
No. What I mean is you get the
Seth. Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have a long walk if you start it with them all the way over there.
what I mean is that not that you get the bridge. I don't actually care about that. It's like you can actually get your guys on the road
I know what you meant, Seth.
in front of the bridge. I will get there. It's just gonna take a few seconds. You know how it is. Are you ready?
Units, march! Units, forward! Units, forward! Units, forward! Spartan hoplite, move! Units! Units, forward!
Hold up. How do I ungroup them?
Group disband! Units, move
All
out!
right, I'm ready.
Units, move out!
Your speech was probably bad because you didn't have a general's bodyguard.
Yeah.
Group dismiss! Units, units, group! Units, move out! Men of peace! Units, form out! Units, march!
Great archers. Now, Great archers are some of the best in the game, Seth. Did you know that?
Hmm. Are they as good as British archers? No, British yeomen that come in at the around the 16th century?
I don't know that language.
Yeah, kind of figured that. Let's be honest here. Those are actually pretty good archers.
Oh boy. That's a lot of people.
Units, move out! Units, march!
Why do they keep bringing onagers?
Because I never told them to reset. Like I have
It's on random?
I
Or
have
is it
to
just the same one?
It's just the same unit selection. I have to manually tell the AI what to rank.
Or you can just click let the AI decide.
Yes, but I haven't let the AI decide in a bit.
Oh. It's fine.
Actually,
It's understandable.
which is actually good for comparison testing. So
Uh-huh.
Units, make haste!
hey, can you move up a little bit, like to right here?
Units, move out!
I'll try.
And the only reason I asked that is because my managers would be in trouble, if you know what I mean.
I was planning on moving them up a little bit anyway. Too much of a gap. Oh,
What?
your Roman line just got hit.
Oh, by ballistas,
Uh, the onagers.
monitors.
Hoplites of
So,
Sparta!
not much I can actually do about that though.
No, don't walk all the way across the bridge.
Move out!
Yeah, they kind of want to. The minute you tell them to get a little,
March!
yeah, they're kind of stupid on that.
Oh my god. Look at the bridge.
Which, hey, Q, your guys look a bit special in the head.
Move!
Now, all we gotta do is look away from the bridge where your guy is, and it looks kind of epic with all the, arrow trails and the fire streaking across the sky.
Hold!
Yeah, I understand.
Just
They're
I don't remember having this problem in the original.
Forward! Move!
Too bad. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Right?
yeah.
Yay!
You gotta love all the arrows, Q.
Mm-hmm. It looks even more cool because I turned off the arrow trails.
I like the arrow trails.
I used to think I'd like them till I turned them off.
I can't see the arrows without the arrow trails, so
Huh.
eh. Dang it.
Should probably focus at the guys about to shoot us with arrows.
So I thought I was gonna get too easy for this when you're playing protest. So it was one of those type of missions where you had to defend the damn freaking evac each one, and I'm all like, yo, you just want to finish this at one go, cause we only got 2 left. So I'm all like, yeah, I'll go up to the north one, you stay on the main one. It will start at the same time. Just get it done. I had this big old freaking ground force of just murderers things. Distance, man. Love distance. I was playing my Dragoon swarms.
I gotta fix my hoplights. It's all glitching out.
All shall die by Protoss.
Men of Sparta! March! Hoplites of Sparta! Hurry!
Oh my god. There's just a non-stop stream of arrows coming at these poor guys.
What poor guys.
The enemy.
Yeah. I decided to move up all my archers.
And then you have my superior archers. Superior to you.
Oh boy, they're bringing up their Onagins.
Look at them all lined up.
Actually, no. Attack these Onagins right here. They're about to start firing at us.
Units, double time! Units, loose formation!
And they're sending their cavalry. No, wait, that's not cavalry.
Alright, that's 2 down. That's 2 Onagins down, Q.
Look at the slaughter at the bridge, Seth.
I know the bridge is horrible.
Look at what my hoplites are doing to them.
One thing I can tell you that the normal AI did not do is they didn't bring up their Onagins. Like the last time we did the bridge battle, they had Onagins, but they kept them in the back. They never used them. This time they used them.
They didn't have one against them, did they?
Yeah, they did. I sent some cavalry to go kill them, but they never used them.
It's probably because you sent cavalry.
Yeah, that was at the end of the fight, though.
Seth,
They never brought them up.
I know. I don't think that's conclusive enough to go on.
I know, but I think they're using artillery effectively.
Even though I have the arrow trails on, whenever they fly by, it creates this vapor effect around them, and it makes like everything look weird and clear. And like I see like holes in the water as they fly by my screen and stuff, and other things.
Hey, kid, do you see the bodies in the river?
You hear
There's
me
one
though?
body. Yeah, there's one body in there. No, there's two bodies in the river.
Oh, be free. I think the Romans used to have an early dog tag system, didn't they?
I have
See.
no idea. Oh, they did?
Yes. A lot of our how we categorize our military wise is technically older Roman style. Our government wise is supposed to be technically based off of older Roman, you know.
You
Alright,
lost an
kids.
onager.
We lost an onager?
Yeah.
Which one?
We lost a scorpion too. I mean a ballista.
No, on my screen they're all fine.
You're one of your onagers and one of your ballistas got blown up.
Not on my screen.
Yeah.
Now all the enemies onagers are blown. Almost all the enemies onagers are blown up.
Well, yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Four are broken and only two are working.
Well, you should look at yours and make sure.
I'm looking at them.
Anyways, even though I have the trails turned off for the arrows, I'm still getting weird effects around them.
Oh, I'm out of my onagers are out of yep, I'm out of ammo.
Anyways, Seth, whenever I played base Rome, like Rome 1 without playing the remaster, they did the onagers just fine. In fact, they used them very well, better than I did.
Yes, but that was an easy. Like I
No,
said,
I don't play it on easy, Seth.
I know that's
I play it on normal or easy. There's a difference.
yes. The easy
Actually, I do play it on easy. Actually, I did play it on easy.
I don't know what to tell you because they didn't use them. Oh, now it's broken. Doesn't really matter because I don't think they got any more ammo. Yep.
Look at these guys on the bridge, Seth. The Gauls are doing like this teleporting, bouncing thing.
Yeah, that's
And your
because.
guys are fucking up my guys.
Oh, my arrows.
No, your soldiers. They're right in the middle of my hoplites and they're messing me up, getting me killed.
Which ones?
On the fucking bridge! What do you mean, which ones?
I have no soldiers near the bridge. I mean, I do.
They're the onagers guys. They ditched the onager and rushed in.
What? No, they
Well,
didn't.
they're all dead now, so
No, they're all fine.
I'm holding my mouse over it. Heavy onagers fighting.
I told them all to retreat. They're all retreated.
Well, they're not, so.
Well, in your screen, maybe. On my screen, they're all retreated. They're all gone. Okay, let's pause for a second and let your computer.
My computer's fine. I'm running this at over 100 frames.
Well, let the the internet
I know, I'm just playing with you.
catch up with what's actually going on.
Yeah, I'm just playing with you.
While we're doing that, let's appreciate some of the corpses in the water.
Yeah, huh?
Yep.
That must be Steven.
Yeah. So I guess how would you like to be the farmer downstream that had no clue about the battle?
To see bodies just steadily and then a large mass of them.
Yeah, it's like, huh? What just happened? What just happened is quite an interesting occurrence. Honestly, if I was that farmer and he was poor, you could start fishing up the bodies and start getting some weapons and armor.
And selling it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, probably not weapons, but you at least get a shield and some clothes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, are my guys gone now?
It doesn't matter, they're dead. Didn't matter that they were gone or not, they died in front of me.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you they're dead now, so it didn't matter. But my formation is a little disrupted because there's still like 2 of them left pushing into them.
I have none of these guys left. They're all right here.
Just zoom in between my guys and you can see them maybe?
Here they all are. I had 4 units, and they're all here. 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 And, yeah. They're here. Here. And a double unit here. I know what you're seeing, but I'm telling you what I have already done. Maybe there's a couple still there. But I don't see any of them there. Nor do I see their corpses on the ground.
Do I have a group of hoplites pushing into the bridge? Like one unit?
Not really, because they're about to bust through your hoplites.
That's impossible. Yeah, what you're saying is factually incorrect.
Well, I'm host. So that makes it right.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
If you're
It only makes it right for you, but my inputs don't matter if you're host and it's not connecting properly, so it makes it incorrect. But if your connection's bad and I make my inputs on my end, they're more immediate, so it's more correct. But on your end, it's less immediate, so it's less correct.
don't worry, I have guys clearing up the gap for you.
There is no gap.
Now there isn't.
Oh my god, Seth. I'm literally pushing them back over the bridge.
I know.
You have to understand, Seth. You are factually incorrect.
I substitute your reality and create my own, which is this is my reality. This is the reality that the Romans would tell. Your reality of is what the Greeks would tell. Everything's correct in the early battle. It's whenever it slightly starts getting later in the battle and things become more and more confused. And then it turns into a he said, she said type of thing.
enemy general flees. Press forward
Hey, like
so
my
that the
cavalry
spirit of his
charge.
army is a broken tool. The enemy general is
Just
slain.
add to the
Now his men
clusterfuck.
fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Might as well. It's over anyways. Let's have a fun journey across the bridge.
There's gonna be a peanut salesman. Peanuts, get your peanuts.
Uh-huh.
We just say so much shit.
Somewhere a farmer is
The enemy
rowing his
army is
boat
in
up to see
flight.
what happens,
Pursue
and he
them.
just forces
Drive
it to
them
go
from the
across the bridge.
battlefield.
Huh.
Look at all those bodies in the water.
Look, Kia. Look where they're trying to stop us.
How did
They're
those
actually
bodies
just
get down there?
what?
There's so many bodies in the water.
I know. They're floating down the river. They kind of just fall off. You know, in the amazing cluster, they kind of fall off the
The enemy
sides.
general flees. Press forward so that the spirit
I've
of his
noticed it
army is a
sometimes it
broken
happens.
tool.
Oh, there's a few of my Roman men's bodies falling down. Rep.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us.
I
It is
don't have to
time
worry
to
too
press
much.
the attack.
We're about to make it
It is
across the
time to
bridge.
press the attack. It
Our
is
failures.
time. That's what this guy almost sounds like. He's like, the enemy general is dead. It's time to press the attack.
Dang, these guys have high morale. I think it's something like they don't retreat. The other time we were
Well, the guys that we just killed were retreating into us, so
okay.
yeah. Instead of going the opposite direction, they were trying to go through us. Don't know why, but they were. Just get steamrolled by a crowd of people. Right, Seth?
Mm-hmm.
Just get steamrolled.
All right.
Just fit them all in there.
Yep. Look at the whole Roman army. We're all gonna go across the bridge together, boys. We're gonna go kill him.
You have fun with that.
Well, Q needs a screenshot for a bunch of people running across the bridge like madmen.
This is true.
The enemy show their true virtue. Fear not, soldiers. Only frightened rabbits running from our men.
We all want the glory of killing like the last couple of the last guy, literally the last guy. Oh, shit. Did you see him? He was retreating from the cavalry, just chasing him. Hey, Q, look! It's a miracle. One enemy survived.
Yeah. Shouldn't it be
He-
dead?
He should have been. Q,
You know, he's not at the edge of the map yet, right?
it's over.
You can.
I got the clear victory screen.
I see the single man still running.
Oh, I can't see that. But if you can control some people and deal with it, then there would be 0 people left.
Well,
Hooray!
well, all of your dudes just stopped.
I know they all just stopped because I won.
No, I won. It said clear victory and it instantly left back to the menu. I didn't even get a chance to read it. Hooray.
I guess. Alright, battle settings, wrench. It's all gonna go back to, it's all going to classic.
Classic what? Oh, okay.
There's gonna be no changes. And are you ready? Hello there, kitty kitty. there on my chair. I could fax John a cat by snail mail.
Now remember, the classic stuff has air
While thinking
quotes
of the
bug
movie,
fixes.
and you spot to forget, I did pick up a puppy, so.
Hear me?
Yep.
Now classic, remember classic has air quotes bug fixes. So it's still good chance it's gonna be modified.
They are more scared of you,
Okay.
noble Greeks,
Mm-hmm.
than you are of them.
Some
Tell
men
me,
will be dead by the end, but we will drink to their honor.
yeah,
God
tell me about
damn it.
your battle speech, Seth. I want to hear all about it.
That was it.
That's all he said?
That's the most memorable part of it.
Seth's betrayed me, John.
Oh, that, uh, no, there is no river crossing. Got it. Good. Ready?
No.
Okay.
Can't you see I'm moving stuff?
No. This is the most scientific test we can perform without, macros.
Not necessarily.
Actually, that's pretty good where I put the onagers. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
It's right next to your spearman.
GG, motherfucker. Interesting. Take on the J-Man. Oh. Alright. Well, of course, I'm allowed to get my puppies in the morning, so I could spend more time this time with them. And you guys to come down here. But unfortunately, I gotta clean my room too, so.
Oh, what the heck are my onagers doing? Uh-oh. I think I lost one. Oh, I almost lost one, it looked like.
Oh, I'm
You
off
might
to
be listening.
bed.
Alright. Good night.
9.
Good night, John. Bitch.
Screw you, old man. Wait, I'm the old man.
User disconnected from your channel.
They just hit your missile units.
Yeah, I noticed. They didn't aim for him last time, which I was hoping they wouldn't do last time, and they didn't. But they did anyway.
Where do you want my units if you want them to help?
I mean, what else can you do? You're about where you need to be, I guess. You
Yeah,
just gotta
you
fill
guys.
up the gap when the time comes. If the time comes, which it won't.
Who knows? They're starting. I don't know what they're planning, but they're starting to do whatever they're planning. We're being charged by naked fanatics, by the way. And they're being just mercilessly killed by arrow fire.
Killed by what?
Arrow fire. The naked fanatics. Just the arrows coming down on them.
Mm-hmm.
Now the slingers are coming. And they're being mercilessly mowed down now. The AI is doing about the same thing as the other time. They're lining all their men up, and then they're going to start moving them across the bridge. Honestly, if I were these guys, I'd have my shield up covering my face, but you know. Right, Q?
Yeah,
And ducking down as small as possible?
that's not what you're paid to do.
I
You're
know, we're
you're
not paid.
paid you're paid to stand there and wait,
I know.
unless you're told otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like my hoplites? I did it a little differently this time. It's probably gonna get them killed.
I don't know.
Cause look, they're constantly positioning. Right?
Maybe. Hey, Q, stand in. Listen to into with my archers.
What do you mean? How could I not hear them?
I know. Just get real close to them, though. You hear.
You mean the bowstring snapping?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear it without zooming in. But
I know
yeah,
they sound better whenever you're real close. Oh, hey Q, stand amongst the enemy with my you know, onagers. I'm sending my onagers to fire at them. Since they're all so tightly bunched together, when they get hit, it's just a huge explosion.
yeah.
When are they gonna start sending their men in?
It's just like last time. They just lining them up first.
That was a pretty good hit with the onager, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that one is too.
Yeah. They're earning their salary today, aren't they? Oh, that was a good hit. I wonder how many of these guys actually get up after that. None. Okay. Sometimes with the cannon, like in medieval with the cannons, sometimes they'll get back up. Sometimes.
Well, they're moving the onagers up this time. And they're getting mowed down.
Yeah, I told my archers to charge.
And now here they come. They're charging now.
Huh.
I didn't target the onagers manually. My dudes did that automatically because they were like the closest thing in range.
I don't want to risk it, so.
I didn't need to worry about it. Look at them all get cut down instantly. Oh boy. The game does feel jittery though a little bit.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Look at them just melting, Seth.
I know.
They're not even getting through a little bit.
I'm deciding to just shoot flaming arrows now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Hey, kid, look at the river.
Oh boy.
You can watch bodies just fall through the ground.
Somebody's gonna have fun.
Yeah. But it is a nice touch at least that like bodies are ending up in the river.
Yeah. I put fire on my arrows too. Now this is never-ending fire and death.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh boy, friendly fire.
Well.
I'll get over it.
Panics lifted.
Ouch.
Panics on fire attack.
We're hitting our own guys.
Well, you know.
I just watched a whole bunch of my guys get set on fire by you. And me.
By my, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're doing more damage to my guys than I'm doing to than you. Yeah, like the majority, I saw like a huge mass just hit him in the back. I'm gonna stop using fire arrows. It makes me sad to see them get shot in the back.
I'm fixing the mistake a little bit. It's really just about the positioning of the archers.
Yeah.
I'm fixing my positions.
Me too. Yeah, because like I see like a huge load of arrows just shoot my guys in the back and they start burning. It's just like, you know, it's like, ow. Look at them. They can't even run away. There's so many people on the bridge blocking them.
Who are you guys? Oh, you're out of arrows. Just come back over here.
I told them
Yeah,
to stop firing fire arrows, but they still are.
my guys are firing fire arrows. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Mine still are, but I told them to stop. I think. Well, my dude's out of arrows.
I just slammed the back of your guys with one of the onagers.
Oh joy. Thanks.
Don't worry, I just told the onagers to stop firing at will. And told them to just turn around. Don't even look at the enemy anymore. See, the onagers are moving now. A little bit better, right? Hey Q, get near the druids.
What about them?
They're chanting here. Hear them singing?
Oh no, they're casting spells.
And time to cleanse the bridge.
And throwing my guys. You're
Yeah.
running into them, sending them flying.
Yeah, I noticed that, but they get right back up
This
most of
is
the time.
no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it is beyond belief.
Most of the time they get back up.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not
You know, if that was
soldiers, only
coordinated and your
frightened
guys knew
rabbits
about
running
it
from
would
our
have been a
men.
whole lot
Great
funnier.
gods be praised! The
Mhm.
enemy
When
general is killed.
your guys just
Fear makes
immediately,
a home in our
fold out of
enemies'
the way.
hearts.
I could have folded them.
Because that would have been amazing, wouldn't it have?
Yeah, that actually would have been really awesome. I could have moved them.
Because it's like, we're just waiting for that moment for the horses to charge. Hey Q, how do you like, look at one of the,
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee.
Some of my dudes are dying.
why?
I guess it's because the big clusterfuck. Look at this shit. There's just like so much moving around. There's so many-
Go across the bridge!
look at
Hurry!
look at that. Look at how all this shit's moving and sliding around.
See if we see any of your guys is floating in the river.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Actually, I don't see any of your guys floating in the river. All I see is enemies. Oh, jeez, Q, come look down the river.
How far?
Near the edge of the map.
Okay. I don't see nothing. You gotta send me a picture. Because I see a whole bunch of them coming down. Not as much as last time, no. Oh yeah, that's what I was seeing. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. There's a bit less bodies than there were last time, though.
Yeah, right here's where I see most at. There's a ton here.
Send the pigs. They'll never get away from the pigs.
Uh-huh. Don't worry, guys.
This is a victory
Aw,
fit for the gods.
none of them
A
made
day
it.
of triumph to mark with a song or two.
I made it to the victory screen, I think. Yep.
Oh wow, look how many enemies lived.
None? I call blasphemy. That's a lie. It's fake news.
Maybe a couple of them might be alive floating down the river. Just pretending.
I think they did a little better that time. Because they kept their onagers back most of the battle.
Yeah.
They were still firing them. They just weren't up in the middle of the hellfire till the end.
Alright, let the AI create a new
I'm gonna use the restroom. You want to try a historical battle after this?
Nah, I like this. This is funny.
I just want to see what it will do if we do one. That's all. I just want to try it to see if it'll give like an opening or something. I'll be right back. Hello.
Hello.
So, what you doing? Experimenting?
Sort of, yes.
By the way, Seth,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to get Cretan archers as mercenaries. Or at least, a slightly less version of it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a slightly lesser of it, but they have great range.
The stress as well. So yeah, there you go. The steel is more than strong enough to withstand the external atmospheric atmospheric pressure without problems. It sometimes helps to do a bit of physics, you know? Oh boy. Oh boy. Or alternatively, you can just look at things like tanker collapses. Right? So he's going to claim that the 1-inch thick steel is about 25 millimeters. Is about 100 times thicker than it needs to be. So let's just be generous and say that a millimeter thick steel would actually be perfectly good enough to hold a vacuum in his mind. Let's take a look at some vacuum collapses somewhere. It sometimes helps to do a bit of physics, you know? However, while there are some very dramatic demonstrations of things under vacuum being crushed by the atmosphere, and this is basically releasing that energy that I was telling you about earlier, there was, however, a Mythbusters experiment that showed that a tanker truck under vacuum could be stable. That's the sound of disappointment, ladies and gentlemen.
These tank cars are actually pretty tough little bastards.
That's until they put a dent in their tanker truck. And then, boom. It sometimes helps to do a bit of physics, you know? And now comes our favorite argument, which we find kind of hilarious, honestly. He says that if there's a rupture in the Hyperloop pod, the people inside the pod would brutally suffocate. Okay, so the people working at those Hyperloop companies are total idiots, like... Well, I'm not sure about that. But the geniuses who worked on the Elon Musk Hyperloop didn't realize that iron rusts and it gets wet. What do you know? Companies are total idiots, like, who never heard of a safety system, right? And also the air inside a pod just instantly vanishes in a split second if there is a leak in the pod. Actually, yeah, that's about right. You see, it turns out gas molecules travel at about the speed of sound, so if all of a sudden they're not actually being held by a wall or something, they vanish at about the speed of sound, which means you can get an awful lot of gas through a fairly small hole. I mean, just as an example from this video alone, you'll recall that the pressure that I had in my little Coke can here was 3 atmospheres. So when I make a small hole in the system by unplugging it from the pressure system, all the pressure, all the gas has to go through that tiny hole for it to equilibrate from 3 atmospheres to 1.
Hi there, Seth.
Yes.
What you doing?
This is gonna take. That's
Thinking.
really getting it hard to push. So that's 3 bar. Okay, so the people working at those
I'm ready.
Hyperloop companies are total idiots, like, who never heard of a safety system, right? Now let us take a look what the white paper has to say about this. The white paper. All praise to the white paper. For example, page 54, section 4.5.2. In the event
I started
of a
the game,
minor
but
leak,
you know,
Okay.
onboard
All
captain
praise to the
control
white
system will
paper.
maintain capillary pressure using the reserve air carried on board for the short period of time it will take to reach the destination. Well, actually, if the leaks are small enough, you don't even have to do that. In the case of a more significant depressurization, oxygen
Take up the
masks would
spear
be
and
deployed
shield.
and
Put on your helmet. Put aside the fear in your hearts. And remember that you are the sons of great soldiers.
Yeah.
Now then, look to your front. Mark your target and let them worry about you.
in airplanes. Yes, he is legitimately parading Elon Musk's ignorance of how gases behave in a vacuum. Sit down, kid, and I'll explain to you why the white paper is dumb. You see, you can only breathe if inside of your lungs is the same as the pressure on your skin. Awesome. So at the moment, I don't have any problems breathing. The reason I don't have any problems breathing is because the pressure of the air that's pushing on my lungs and the pressure that's pushing on the outside of my chest is exactly the same, which basically means there's no real resistance to me breathing beyond the viscosity of the gas. You actually breathe out. And it requires
I'm back.
Mhm.
However, that's not universally true. Say, for instance, my body was exposed to a vacuum,
Await my
and I
orders.
needed someone to feed me a certain gas pressure of oxygen such that I can still survive. A certain minimum pressure of oxygen going to my lungs. Without that, I can't survive. Now, fortunately, I don't have to do this in a vacuum because we only need to know what's the difference in pressure between what pushes on the outside and what I can exert with my lungs. And we can do this in two ways. The first one is if the pressure on the outside of my body is higher than the gas that I'm breathing, there comes a point when it's going to squeeze the breath out of me and I can't breathe anymore. This is like, a bunny getting constricted by a snake or something. Well, the same thing just works with gas pressure. The gas pressure pushing on the outside will have going into your lungs, then you just can't breathe anymore. And likewise, you get the opposite effect, which is when there is more gas pressure going into your lungs than is pushing on the outside. You just get blown up like a balloon. There comes a point when you can't breathe out anymore. So how can we get an estimate of that? Well, fortunately, I have a little pressure meter here. It currently says this is atmospheric pressure here, which is about 1,000 millibar is 1 atmosphere. So I can see what sort of pressure difference I can still blow out at by seeing what's the maximum pressure I can get with my lungs. And likewise, I can do the opposite. What's the minimum pressure I can still breathe in at by seeing how hard I can suck at blowing first.
Hot light of Sparta. March. Of Sparta.
And it does. That's genuinely, if you're blowing with your lungs, you are doing really well if you get up to 1.1 atmospheres. 100 millibars extra pressure exerted with your lungs. And likewise, let's see if we can do that in the opposite. Let's see if we do that in suction. Right, so awesome. You can just about handle a difference between pressure on the inside of your lungs and what's pushing on your body of about a tenth of an atmosphere. Beyond that, you either can't breathe in because there's too much pressure squeezing it out of you, or you can't breathe out because there's too much pressure going into your lungs. Now, if you're in space, obviously the pressure pushing on the outside will be vacuum. The pressure on the outside of your body
Hey, Q.
is zero.
How you like my
So
phalanx?
what's the minimum air pressure you
Make
actually
sure your guys don't retreat.
It's about 0.2 atmospheres. Right?
They're not going to
2
retreat.
atmospheres of oxygen
These particular
is
phalanxes have extremely high morale.
so if you're in a
Well, just
vacuum,
in case we
then
have,
without a pressure suit to help squeeze your body a bit, there is no way that you would be able to survive even pressure like this. Because even if I give you a gas mask that perfectly fits over your mouth, that feeds you pure oxygen, all it's going to do is blow your body up and you will never be able to breathe out. Because there's gas pressure being fed into your lungs. It's blowing up like a balloon and you do not have the strength in your lungs to push it out again.
He then says that in a plane, oxygen masks would be deployed in case of emergency, which would not be the case in the Hyperloop. Wrong. Wrong. As we said before, on page 54, section 4.5.
All praise be to the white paper.
The white paper, the white paper, all glory to the white paper.
It is written, in the case of a more significant depressurization, oxygen masks would be deployed as in airplanes.
Yeah, when you're in a plane at altitude, the atmospheric pressure outside is about 0.2 atmospheres. But it's regular air, so it's 80% oxygen, so there's not a lot of oxygen there. So you need to get more oxygen, but yeah, I can't apply more pressure to the body very easily. So what you do is you get a mask that supplies about 0.2 atmospheres of oxygen, and then you just breathe pure oxygen, and because the pressure on the inside and the pressure on the outside is the same, you can breathe that fine. Yeah, I can't do that in a hyperloop because the oxygen will diffuse away before you can breathe it in. Remember, gas in a vacuum diffuses away at about the speed of sound. Alternatively, if you stick the mask to someone's face, it just blows them up like a balloon.
In the case of a more significant depressurization, oxygen masks would be deployed as in airplanes.
I suppose you could say that the white paper does address how you'll deal with pressure loss in a pod, just in a way that demonstrates that the authors don't understand the fundamentals
Oh boy.
of how
Set this to
humans work,
SPQR.
gases, vacuum,
Yes.
The purple
Then it
people.
gets even better. At 10
thought-
minutes 48 seconds, Thunderfoot says any failure whatsoever will rip through the Hyperloop tube like candy.
Yes. Even medium-sized bullets will go through the inch-thick steel of the Hyperloop tube. The pod weighs about 30 tons and is going at about the speed of sound. Any
Thank you, I
sort
brought
of
scorpions.
crash at that sort of speed,
What's that?
I brought scorpions.
Uh-huh.
Interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
go
wish you
through
brought
an
some
inch-thick steel
onigins.
like it wasn't there.
I didn't want
To
to.
give you a feel for what something
But yeah,
crash
I should
at
bring
500 miles
some.
per hour looks like.
Because of this,
Some time
I've
ago,
already lost
whilst
one
testing
onigan
balls for
due
nuclear
to this
reactors,
thing.
a
And I
US
can't
research lab decided one of the best
afford
ways to do this would be to
I never
accelerate
really
the
rely
atom
much on
jet
them.
up to about 500 miles per hour. and
I've always
crash into
used
the wall.
archers more.
Now, sure, this is actually a head-on crash,
Well,
but it does give
the
you a
onigins do a
good
lot of
feel
damage
of the
when staying in a
energies that you
formation.
have to dissipate. And yeah, I think we might be slightly beyond airbags and seatbelts here. Further, it's obvious this is going to create a significant debris field that when the tube is ruptured will be launched down the tube at about the speed of sound. About the speed of a bullet. Because that's about the speed that air will enter the vacuum tube. So it was really not going to make it any difference whether the next capsule down the pipeline has got its brakes on or not. It's still bad news bears. Later.
He goes even further, saying any rupture in the tube would lead to a catastrophic failure of the entire Hyperloop tube because air would enter at the speed of sound, destroying all passenger parts in its way.
Yep, that's 100% correct. Even a little hole, you can get a lot of gas going through. So that's 3 bar. You rip a giant hole in the Hyperloop, it will decompress like it's going boom.
Well, first of all, we showed that the structural integrity of steel is much, much higher than what is actually required. So a leak or a rupture is extremely unlikely.
What? You think that because the tube can hold a vacuum, that somehow means that it can now withstand a pod that weighs about 30 tons, travelling at the speed of sound, disintegrating within the tube? Not quite so sure that holds up as a line of reasoning.
But okay, let's just say that a rupture would happen due to some extreme external events, such as
It
a
is time.
terrorist attack or a meteorite hitting the tube.
Or a failure on the capsule of some sort.
In that case, air would indeed enter the Hyperloop tube at high speeds, but this cannot be compared to a bomb explosion, as Thunderfoot puts it.
Actually, that's exactly what it can be compared to.
What are your
It's a difference in pressure travelling at about the speed of sound. Or if you wanted something where you can extrapolate from something that's more day to day, this man is really trying to stand up with gusting at about 100 miles per hour. So that's about 60 miles per hour.
On fire.
Coming down the Hyperloop is travelling at about the speed of sound. About
And now they're all
600 miles per hour. That's about 6 to 10 times faster than the way this guy is trying to stand up. Which is why, with a pressure
Bacon.
significantly
Yeah,
weaker
pre-cooked
than the one that the
pork.
people in the Hyperloop are going to get hit by,
the
20 pounds per
water.
square inch. So at 10 pounds per square inch, about
I
2
don't even
thirds
see
of
them
an
in the
atmosphere
water.
of a pressure wave.
They're in the
Things
water.
like limbs blown off, severe heart and
I see
lung
one
damage,
dead pig
and
floating in the water.
reinforced concrete buildings severely damaged.
But this cannot be compared to a bomb explosion, as Thunderfoot puts it. An explosion shockwave is highly compressed air.
Well, actually, it mostly goes on pressure differentials. So what's it like getting hit by a pressure differential of 1 atmosphere? Well, let's take a look at this one. Atmospheric pressure is about 10 tons per meter squared, about the size of a reasonable truck. And that 1 atmosphere pressure wave coming down the tube towards you is coming towards you at about the speed of sound. The only redeeming feature here is that air, gas, is pretty compressible stuff. But you can still
Oh, Seth,
expect it to kill
we got
pretty much
problems.
anything.
They're aiming the onagers right into my formation.
Atmosphere
I
pressure
know,
wave
and
will
I'm
do
trying to deal with it,
from
but
some
you know
you
what?
can benchmark.
Since I don't have an ally on
Blasts from
it's
air
kind of
bursts
hard.
where overpressure exceeds 10
Oh my
psi
god, Seth.
can cause substantial damage to destroyer-type ships. Above 40
And my
Just
archers
move your
psi,
archers
it
up.
could even
Oh, mine
result in
can. I'll move them up.
plunging and sinking. The shock imparted by blast to the superstructure could damage or carry away equipment. At greater distances, overpressure above 6 psi can distort, rupture, and carry away light structures and equipment. Interior equipment and compartments may be damaged by the blast, collapsing deck structures or bulkheads. Overpressure entering through openings can damage boilers. Blast injuries to exposed personnel, represented by this dummy, is usually severe over 3 psi. Here it was 6 psi.
Over to our Elon Musk fans to see how they're going to reinvent physics to conform with the white paper.
An explosion shockwave is highly compressed air, whereas the air entering the Hyperloop tube enters a medium vacuum.
Oh yeah, a medium vacuum where only 99.9% of the air has been removed. I'm sure that will make a huge difference. But apparently, the fantasy landing I have to live in to make the white paper. All hail to the white paper. To make the white paper a document written by a genius. It will. What you're about to witness is probably one of the most surreally bizarre fantasies about how gases in vacuums behave that I've seen anywhere.
A medium vacuum. It would thus disperse much more. That means that we would see the colder air sink to the bottom in the tube, going first, with the warmer air being on the upper side of the tube and coming later. Therefore, the so-called shock wave wouldn't become a shock wave as in the case of a bomb, but more a gradually increasing wind.
A gradually increasing wind traveling at the speed of sound. I mean, this is just so surreal on every level. Like gas molecules travel at about the speed of sound, which means that if they're given a vacuum, something where there's nothing to collide with, they travel into it at about the speed of sound. So they would go from the bottom of the tube to the
A2,
top
I'm
of
out
the
of
tube.
arrows. You're gonna need to send your arrows at
You're not going to get any gradation
at that
of
last
this
one.
in any way, shape, or form. Then, even more surreal, right? Cold gas molecules. The thing that separates cold gas molecules from hot gas molecules is cold gas molecules move slower. And where does she have her cold gas molecules?
That means that we would see the colder air sink to the bottom in the tube, going first, with the warmer air being on the upper side of the tube.
Oh, they move the furthest. That's amazing. The slow-moving things travel the furthest. I think I can see why you think that the white paper is a brilliant document.
Second, we can read on page 55 of the white paper.
All hail to the white paper.
Section 4.5.4. In the event of a large-scale leak, pressure sensors located along the tube would automatically communicate with all capsules to deploy their emergency mechanical braking systems.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm completely sold that solves all of the technical problems with tube failures. Completely addressed. One last question, Jinx, Wild, and Sebastian. Did you invest heavily in Theranos?
On page 15 of the white paper, the dimensions of the pods are given by 1.35 times 1.1 meters. So the surface area of a pot would be 1.4 square meters.
Oh, glory to the one. Hang on, now wait a sec. 1.4 square meters? Have you any idea how small that is? For a form of transport, using these pots, the ones that in this genius document, they could have a cross section of 1.4 square. Let's just compare that to the size of a normal human. So let's get a human up here. Humans are on average, about 1.7-ish meters. So for their Hyperloop pod to have this cross section, it's going to have a diameter of about 1.3 meters. Yes, some yoga lessons might be required to take a ride in a Hyperloop. Actually, no, wait a second. Let's check this out versus someone sitting down. Now, on the right side, there's technically 2 centimeters, about 1 inch of potential headspace there. Doesn't quite leave that much space for the emergency air masks that are going to drop down from above them. And at that, I'm going to call it quits for the moment. Because believe it or not, I'm only halfway through their epic tome of stupidity. The epic tome that is Zixwan and Sebastian. Now, if you want me to nail the rest, I'll be more than happy to. Just leave a comment below. And while you're at it, maybe drop a like on the video. However, I am going to cover one thing that they actually get correct. And now I do all the calculations myself on these things, usually from first principles, double, triple check, usually do it from different approaches just to check that everything is in the right ballpark. But occasionally, numerical errors do slip in there. So in this case, it's off by a factor of 10 because I simply didn't convert an acceleration of meters per second into G's. Now, if an error like this was significant, I would take the video down. I don't care about that sort of thing. In this case, not so important because it makes no difference if you've got a wall of air full of debris coming towards you at the speed of sound. But nonetheless, I did actually in the original video correct this with annotations, but YouTube has since apparently phased them out. Now our heroes, it's actually noted lots of times in the comments, but whatever. Get the fact that the numbers are off by a factor of 10, but don't actually spot where the factor of 10 comes from, because we're dealing with smart people here. So they actually plod through the entire calculations to get the exact same numbers I do and say, wow, they're off by a factor of 10, but weren't smart enough to work out where the factor is. Anyway, whatever. I just wanted to make sure that I covered that is actually something that's in their video that is actually correct. Now I scroll down to their comments, and now I'm really tempted to do part 2. Simply because Smart and Smarter here were going through and favoriting comments saying, yeah, I hate Thunderfoot. What's this? Thunderfoot is wrong about everything I've ever seen him make an argument on. Favorited by Jixwan and Sebastian. Remember? Like this. Yeah, so if you want to see part 2, make sure, it's subscribe.
Hey, you notice that they haven't charged yet? Huh?
I guess so.
I mean,
They're actually using their archers and stuff to focus down my archers. They've used archers. They've used spear throwers.
yeah, I'm trying to see where they are.
I marked it.
I know they're dead.
No, I put 2 markers down.
There's no one there. Everyone's dead. There's just nothing but a bunch of corpses there.
Well, your archers just shot at them. Anyways, I took care of the onagers.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're all dead. Apparently I have a few arrows left with these guys.
Yeah, they're being really smart about it. They're even pulling some of the onagers back when they start dying. but it's not good enough. My Cretan archers have a very long range.
That's it. I'm out of arrows.
I'm fighting them on the bridge, right?
No, there's nothing on the bridge. It's all death. The bridge is cleared.
Well, they're charging into it with horses now.
Ah. Well, now they're starting to move up. They're war bands. Let's pause for a second and let the game catch up.
You know, there's a tradition in movies that the second one is never as good as the first. This ain't that kind of sequel. What's that you say? That's not possible. That first busting video was pretty hard. That means to outdo that, you'd have to do something completely preposterous like debunk Musk's white paper itself, and we all know that's just not possible. No. Surely that's just not possible. Hell, this is such a debunk that it'll even change
This
the way
game has some
the
desync issues, I guess.
Say, for instance, how this is directly related to the Hyperloop. You had to come up with
Yeah,
something
the
to turn.
DC issues are weird though.
Remind me again.
Yeah, that's not what I see.
Yeah, they just charged all their horses into it.
Yeah, all those guys are dead on my screen. Like every last one of them are dead. You've already killed them, murdered all of them.
And this is some reference to Elon Musk. Not even close. If you pay close attention, it's quite obvious. But no spoilers yet. Answers at the end. To set the stage, back in 2016, I made my first busted video on the hype, which has stood the test of time remarkably well. Come 2020, these guys decide that they're going to expose all the mistakes in that video. Still, spoiler alert. This is what it looks like when someone with no knowledge or experience of vacuum systems try to debunk someone who has 20 years experience in working with vacuum systems. Let's start with something elegant but devastating. Over to you, Dwaxar.
Thunderfoot makes fun of the Hyperloop linear motor demonstration. Sure, it wasn't a complete Hyperloop.
No, it wasn't quite a complete Hyperloop. You know, it was just missing one or two key components, like, say, for instance, a vacuum tube, a pod that people could actually sit in, or airlocks, or stations. It was basically a bargain basement magnet. You know, this is a comment that crops up a lot on my Hyperloop videos. That, oh, you're too critical. This is their Kitty Hawk moment. Of course, you can't expect them to get it to work straight out of the bag. Except, no, the simple reality is the Hyperloop is at least as old as Kitty. Goddard, the guy who the Space Center is named after, was writing about the Hyperloop on the back trains of their memory in about 1980, less than 10 years after Kitty walked into the sky. And after some 70-odd years, Kitty had matured into concrete. Meanwhile, the only thing that had changed on the Hyperloop over those 70 years was the quality of the drawing. And here we are, some 50 years after that. And now Elon Musk plagiarizes the idea of the Hyperloop and passes it off as his own.
You got that from Becky's. Working as expounded fiction idea. Yeah, I read that too. But it would be for transports. Are you going to plagiarize the whole thing for us? You have any thoughts of your own on this matter? I have a name for it. It's called the Hyperloop. The Hyperloop? Hyperloop. But is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you're pawning off as your own? As your own idea to impress with girls? It's called the Hyperloop. The Hyperloop? Hyperloop.
But don't worry, we've got competent media. I'm sure they will diligently research this and work out that the Hyperloop is in fact a 100-year-old idea that was simply plagiarized by Elon Musk.
Sounds like something with Elon Musk written all over it, wouldn't you say? Well, there's a good reason for that. Turns out that the original idea for the Hyperloop came from none other than the Tesla founder himself.
When it was first conceived by Elon Musk in 2013,
The brand new method of transport brought forth by the entrepreneur and billionaire Elon Musk.
Elon Musk first described his idea for a futuristic transportation system that would send passenger pods through tubes at speeds of hundreds of miles an hour back in 2013.
since it was first proposed in 2012 by Elon Musk.
Tesla co-founder Elon Musk first proposed the idea in 2013. The first Hyperloop will be built in Dubai by 2020.
In reality, the only thing that has changed on the Hyperloop over the last 100 years is now the quality of the computer-generated graphics. Anyway, where were we? That's right. I was having all of my mistakes exposed.
And Minute Mark 22 he then goes on to say how much better and safer airplanes are.
Well, yeah, planes are the safest form of transport. You'd have to be pretty dumb to argue against that. But what do I suspect you're about to try?
What's happening?
Oh, dude. First, seriously? As if no plane ever crashed in the history of humanity.
Yes, you can still have plane crashes and have planes be the safest form of transport.
And don't forget that airplanes are a very mature, over 100-year-old technology.
Yes,
My arrows are still
trains
going
have
after some of these
emerged
guys.
as a viable technology, and the other one didn't.
You realize that, right?
I'd say there are very good reasons for that.
He then goes on
Oh
to
boy,
say that
Pila.
once in the air, airplanes are super safe. Nothing can go wrong anymore, and they cannot be targeted by terrorists anymore.
Come on, at least try with your straw man. This is what I actually said. When they're near to the ground, of course, they can be shot at. But once in the air, they very quickly go beyond the range of all but the high-end military weapons. That's something that's simply not the case with the Hyper. There you go. You got it? I make it very clear that unless you've got some fairly advanced military-grade surface-to-air missiles, you cannot shoot down a plane at altitude. You know what would be really dumb? Like astronomically dumb, like being dumb in the Olympics dumb, would be to say, look, here's a plane that was shot down by a military-grade surface-to-air missile. Boom! That proves Thunderfoot was wrong, that you need military-grade surface-to-air missiles to shoot down planes at altitude. Take it away, Sebastian.
How about Malaysia Airlines Flight 17, which was shut down on the 17th of July 2014 while flying over eastern Ukraine, killing all 298 people on board?
Yes, let's see. Malaysia Flight 17 was shot down by a Buk surface-to-air missile. Not just high-end military hardware, but the exact same Buk SAM launcher that I had in my original video. But once in the end, they very quickly go beyond the range of all.
As if Hyperloop was the only possible terrorist target. Oh yeah, and regarding the terrorist argument...
Right, okay. So to shoot down a plane at altitude, you need something like this. Not only that, you need the plane to basically fly over your SAM site. Otherwise, the missiles don't have the range. To destroy the Hyperloop, you need a single 50 cal armor-piercing round. Current retail cost about $10. And then just to shoot a hole in the Hyperloop tube at any point in its 600-kilometer length. Oh, and it can be fired by a handgun. Well, you might want to brace your wrists a little for that one.
Then Thunderfoot says something funny again at minutes 23 seconds 21. He says that anyone with a rifle could easily destroy the whole Hyperloop tube by shooting at it. Seriously, he said that. In reality, a rifle would leave just a small dent in a 1-inch thick steel tube. A small dent.
Yeah, unless you live in America, where out in the desert, quite a lot of signs actually look like this. And for a fairly simple reason, where you can get .5 BMG rounds.
We used a silver and red tip armor-piercing incendiary tracer.
And the weapons to fire them
quite easily.
So for today's video, we have a 55-pound anvil. We're going to see how it holds up against the 50 BMG, aka the 50 cal.
With the right rounds, those don't struggle with getting through an inch of steel.
Oh, wow. You can see where that 50 cut down into that anvil. That is awesome.
A rifle will leave just a small dent in a 1-inch thick steel tube. A small dent.
She's got to do something.
By that argument, you should also not drink water, because
never
Hitler
mind, General.
also drank water.
A funny thing happened to Omar on his way to
What's up, Seth?
My general died.
He's stuck in limbo. The New York Times hails limbo as hard lifting its cover.
All of your units are just like stopped on the bridge, so I can't see
Limbo
anymore.
radar now playing only in
I'm across the bridge.
Not on my screen.
Well, too bad. It's too bad for you.
On my screen, I'm about to be overwhelmed.
Hey everybody, it's the Murder Vader.
I lost my
am
general
coming
unit,
at you
and
from the
half
great
of my
state
units
Maine,
are already
and we
dead.
are going to do an awesome
I
hike
have
today.
one
I like to
urban
lay out
cohort,
my
15
clothing the
urban
night before
cohort,
I
and
go
a
on the
74.
hike to make sure that
Yeah,
I'm
my entire
ready,
army
so that
has
I'm
now
not
just
rushed
been
in the morning,
overwhelmed.
and so that I have more time on
Impossible.
the actual trail.
There's like once. There's like a skirmisher left, and that's it.
Not on my screen. Since I'm host, my reality is the correct reality.
Incorrect.
Yes.
My reality is the more correct reality because I have objectively a better connection.
Let's pause.
There's no point pausing. Let's just speed it up and it'll end and I'll win and it'll be over. Because I'm chasing them down. And,
last but not least, I love to bring trekking poles with me. It helps you get up the trail, and it also aids you in coming down off the
Talking
trail.
about
And then I put
objectively
everything
better
in my hiking
connection. My
bag,
connection's actually really good right now.
and then I go.
If I could see my ping, I'd tell you.
my download rate's better than you.
I know hiking might seem really,
Not really.
intimidating,
Not right now.
but actually they're...
And now to wrap up that slam dunk, she's going to get the most wrong in the least amount of time. Take it away, wax on.
In the end, Thunderfoot makes fun of the Hyperloop linear
I'm just running them down.
motor.
They're retreating.
It wasn't a complete Hyperloop, only a linear motor. But did he even bother to watch the Hyperloop competition?
Oh no, I'm so busted. My mistakes have been exposed.
I win.
This possibly happened? Oh, hang on. No, wait, hang on. That's right. It's because the video that they're criticizing was put up 6 months before the Hyperloop competition
So what
even
happened?
took place. They are
We were about
criticizing
to
me
win.
for not putting in
Did it end?
things that hadn't
Yeah,
actually
forced
happened
it,
yet into my
Change it
video.
down from experimental. That might be what's doing it.
When they did occur, I made
Change it to the
several
next one
videos
under it.
of those as well. I'm
I gotta
sorry,
quit
I
lobby and remake
interrupted
it.
Sebastian and Waxon in the middle of screwing up even more badly.
But did he even bother to watch the Hyperloop competition? They have pods which are to scale, going at 463 kph.
I mean, this is just sheer fractal wrongness. No, the Hyperloop competition did not have full-sized pods on it. What you've got there is actually video from Hyperloop 1, which was later bought by Virgin Hyperloop. No. This is what the first Hyperloop competition looked like.
Now it's about to kick off. Remember, the SpaceX pusher will bring it up to speed, then it will detach and let Hyperloop MIT do its thing.
Okay, you ready for this? So the pusher is going. It's accelerating the pod. The pod's getting faster and faster. 30 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometers an hour, 50, and so forth, up to 60, 70, and it's released the pod, and the pod stopped. I have to go maybe, I don't know, 50 meters or something.
Elon Musk decided to host a competition. He told the world, come up with Hyperloop designs and let the best design win.
Indeed, the winning team actually only managed to go slightly further on its own. So here we go, the pusher's off, and it's accelerating the pod. 30 kilometers to 50 kilometers to 60, 70, wow, it's a record 80 kilometers an hour, 90
kilometers per hour, and it releases the pod, and the pod stops.
One of the things this competition is for is to show the world that we can do this and convince them that we should build it somewhere and get the ball rolling with it.
But did he even bother to watch the Hyperloop competition? They have pods which are to scale, going at 463 kph.
Yeah, let's take a look at those full-scale pods that they had in the first Hyperloop competition, shall we?
Up top here, inside, you see we have the seat where the dummy goes.
In fact, if my memory serves me correctly, there was only one pod in the first Hyperloop competition that was actually big enough to take a full-sized human.
What all about is advancing state of transportation, trying new things that have never been done before.
And that was in the first year. In the subsequent years, it basically became a competition to make the most overpowered electric car that would run on a rail that you could do. So the Hyperloop pods eventually evolved to the point where they were so small that 40 students sat there grinning, looking at a pod they designed, which couldn't even take an action. But on the bright side, they did show how fantastically safe and reliable the system was for running small electric cars.
Hey, it's Danielle here at Four Patriots with some really great news. Our all-time best-selling 3-month survival food kit.
All right, I'm ready. I brought a lot of archers. A lot of archers.
Me too.
Folks, this is big. We've been completely out of our 3-month kit since early 2020, just as the world turned upside down. So I wanted to make you this special video before it's gone again. And today, as part of this special inventory celebration,
I got more. I
we're
brought
not only bringing you a
I brought
new
4
But what about
heavy
that video that
onagers.
they had of the full-sized pod going at
You don't need to bring any
4,000
on. Just
kilometers
make sure
per
you have
hour?
some melee
Well,
units, because
spoiler
that's
alert,
what I'm
it's
lacking.
not actually a full-size.
Yeah, I wasn't
It's an
planning
empty
on bringing any
five-yard
melee,
shell
by the way.
running up and down on that little electromagnetic
I mean-
skate we saw earlier.
I mean, I wasn't.
It's from a company
I meant
Hyperloop One.
I wasn't
It's
planning on
from
not
Virgin
bringing any
Hyperloop,
melee.
and it's got absolutely
Alright, good.
nothing to do.
What are you like 90% or
It
what?
wasn't a complete Hyperloop.
I have
only a linear motion.
4
But did he even
scorpions,
bother to watch the Hyperloop
4
competition? They have
heavy
pods which are to
onagers,
scale,
and 1, 2,
going at
3, 4, 5, 6
463
archers.
kph.
I mean,
And all
even
I have
if
is
I was
4
trying, I'm not so sure I could get
first
that much
legend,
wrong.
legionary
in
first
15
cohorts.
seconds.
Okay, let me remake it. Let me add because I had like half and half, but I'll change it. I'll change the ratio.
You see, I
Yeah.
said that these people walks out
You're
and
gonna
Sebastian
be, the
had
one
no
holding
knowledge
the
of
fort.
science
I
or
can
vacuum
move
systems.
some
Which was a
legionaries
fairly
in,
reasonable
but
deduction to make, given that Sebastian here was struggling with some of the most simplest concepts in physics.
Okay, I'm ready.
High school
there's gonna be
concepts.
10,670 soldiers in this battle.
Look, they want to make this out of a
Oddly
single
enough,
piece
that
of
is
tube.
actually
Well,
kind of correct
metal
for Roman era.
expands when it gets hot, so you can
It got
calculate
there was a
how much
lot of
longer
people in there.
it's going to be on a
A
hot
lot of
day
times.
versus a cold day. And the difference in the length of the Hyperloop there would be about 300 meters, about the length of 3 football fields. It's as simple as physics gets. You know, you get a bar of metal and you have one temperature, and then you heat it up a unit amount of temperature.
A battle is never an easy thing to face, especially before breakfast. Never mind, time enough to feast when we've driven these dogs back to the kennel.
Sebastian here manages to mangle that formula into thinking that no, the 2 temperatures are the temperature before and
Some of us
after.
will soon
is the
lie dead.
temperature of both
The rest of
ends
us will drink to their memory.
Then it
But
would vary
now,
by an incredible
fight
300
with
meters in the
honor.
case of 40 degrees Celsius temperature difference between both ends. But wait, this argument would only count in the case that we would see, for example, minus 20 degrees Celsius at one end of the Hyperloop. And then this temperature would gradually
You're gonna have to tell me about what your guy's
plus
saying.
20 degrees Celsius at the other end of the Hyperloop. Because
This
that
will
is
be
how
a
the
battle of
temperature
that
variation
will
formula,
decide the
which
fate
you
of
probably
nations.
use, works.
That's about right. I mean, you got 4 different nations involved.
And there's over 10,000 men here.
Mm-hmm.
However, in reality, of course, there would never be a scenario where we would witness a 40 degrees Celsius temperature difference along a length of 600 kilometers. Imagine having minus 20 degrees Celsius in San Francisco, while at the same time having plus 20 degrees Celsius in Los Angeles. It sometimes helps to do a bit of physics, you know?
Now, this is flat earther levels of understanding of physics. So I just assumed that the guy couldn't have any sensible education on it. Well, it turns out the guy actually has a PhD in physics. And my eyes just popped out at that when Dave from EV Blogs passed this on via Twitter. Cool, so here he is, Sebastian, PhD. He's working with his wife Jixuan Wang on the YouTube channel To The Future. And this is from the Lifeboat Foundation, Safeguarding Humanity. He born in Romania, moved to Germany, studied at the Technical University of Munich, who I assure you are rolling their eyes pretty hard right now. Maybe about to become fatal eye rolls. Yeah, he earned his PhD in theoretical laser physics. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, it's all going to be photonic shit, you know, modeling lasers, temperature difference. Yeah, I sincerely hope someone actually checked this. Like, the guy who screws up linear expansion coefficients like this.
Now, how this actually would work is that, of course, we would see many temperature fluctuations along the entire length of the Hyperloop. Meaning the Hyperloop would contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, and so on and so forth along the entire length. Therefore, in reality, the length contractions and expansions would just on average cancel each other out along the way.
To come to the conclusion that metals don't expand on hot days.
Mathematically speaking, the sum over all length variations along the entire tube is according to the length contraction and expansion formula.
What are you doing?
To the sum over alpha times all the temperature.
What do you mean you don't know? I'm sitting here waiting on you.
The entire tube. Alpha being the expansion parameter, so therefore the constant.
What are you doing?
In front of the sum, so that we have alpha times the sum over all temperature fluctuations. But since the temperature
What do you mean you don't know?
delta T has an alternating sign. So plus
What are you looking at YouTube or something?
No, I'm listening to your YouTube video though.
I like pizza.
It's loud as fire.
The delta T's will on average cancel each other out.
Oh, I didn't know.
Now, summarizing everything, we saw
Is
that
it better?
the devil lies always in the
It doesn't matter.
Superficially, an argument might sound logical, but then dig deeper into the physics, and then the argument starts falling apart very quickly.
Can't hear it as good now?
If you stick to real physics, it's fine. If you go for alternative physics, then yeah, you're right. It falls apart pretty quickly.
Watching a video like this without technical expertise or a background in physics or engineering, one might even believe this guy.
There just aren't enough base part memes at this point.
And scrolling through the comment section, there apparently are enough people to believe him.
We made this video to show you that we should always do our own research.
Yes, and I graciously thank you for all the comedic value we got out of the research that you shared with us.
By that argument, you should also not drink water, because Hitler also drank water.
And for all of this, he is on the advisory board of the Lifeboat.
Is it better now, Seth? You can't hear it as well?
It doesn't matter.
Look at their advisory board. This
Are you
is
mad?
where,
No, it's fine. I don't care.
I'm sure it'll be oh no, that's the asteroid and impact board. Okay. See if we can find Sebastian on this list, shall we? Okay, we're about 25% of the way through. Let's see if we can scroll through the rest of it, and we might have to do a search here to see if we can find
Sebastian's position on the advisory board. Oh my god, they just ordered to him alphabetically at the end. Right, okay, let's try this fast. There he is. So he's on their advisory board amongst all these professionals. Oh, the board is he actually on? He's on their futurist board. Of course he is. So, congratulations. If you understood the linear expansion coefficients, you are smarter than at least one YouTuber with a PhD. Now, I'm really not sure why they felt the need to come out and defend the virtue of Elon Musk's white paper some 7 years after it came out, when for about 5 of those years, people have actually been trying to build these things and have worked out that almost everything in the white paper is bullshit. It's something that Elon Musk would just be overjoyed if people never looked at it again, if it just faded into history. It's something that embarrasses him. And you know what? I wouldn't have even looked at it again had not Joaxan and Sebastian not insisted that I do. And you know what I found when I actually looked at it in detail? Yeah, this doesn't end well for Elon Musk. And not in a way that's actually difficult to understand. You know, if you understand the thermal expansion stuff, then by the end of this video, you will understand why this here is fundamentally and fatally flawed. Now, you might want to know, how do I know that this is an embarrassment to Elon Musk?
A couple of years you can grown up. You'll be out there in the world.
Well, let me show you. So, here we are on the wiki page for the Hyperloop, which of course says that it was all invented by Elon Musk through the white paper in August 2013. But let's take a look at the references, shall we? Let's come down to the reference section, where we find the very first reference is Musk, Elon, white Hyperloop Alpha. And if you take a look at the bottom left, you'll see it says Hyperloop Alpha paper PDF at SpaceX. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Why, that's bizarre. That looks like they've deleted it and now have it redirecting from the Hyperloop to SpaceX. Let's just do a search for Hyperloop white paper, shall we? And the very first thing that comes up is Hyperloop Alpha at SpaceX. Let's take a look at that. It just redirects to SpaceX. Now you're going to ask yourself a question. Why, if someone has invented this completely amazing, revolutionary new method that's going to be a fifth mode of transport that's going to completely change the way we think about transport, would they delete it off their website and have it redirect to something else? Maybe it's time we took a little bit of a closer look at that Hyperloop white paper. I mean, let's be clear, before we actually get into the guts of this, the warning signs were there very early on, when just a year or so after the white paper was published, Elon Musk was asked whether he favoured electromagnetic levitation or aerodynamic levitation. And his answer was wheels.
Which one do you prefer? Stay in the air ratings or do you go with magnet? Okay, it's a good question. So, you know,
a couple of minutes later.
So, I'd probably advocate wheels. And
Well, that's an odd thing for a genius to say when his only contribution to the Hyperloop was, we're going to run it on air skis and compressors.
Pretty complicated, Elon.
it's like a tube with an air hockey table. It's really, I swear it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's so easy that you abandoned it completely in favour of a regular train that runs in a vacuum tube. Wow, completely revolutionary.
But it would be for a fifth mode of transport. I have a name for it, which is called the Hyperloop.
If it's so easy, I've just got one question. Why haven't you done it yet? I mean, could it be that the white paper is so chock full of humiliatingly trivial errors?
The blueprints are pretty complicated.
Well, blueprints are always kind of complicated, and I mean, yes, there's math.
Maybe I ought to take a little bit of a closer look at that white paper. You know, when it first came out, I just gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Thunderfoot then makes an argument where we think that either he didn't look at the Hyperloop white paper in detail, or he doesn't understand the concept of the Hyperloop pods.
But spoiler alert, I have to go through the details.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about your blood flow?
Great God,
Redwood
we
uses
pray!
just a few
The
simple,
enemy generally is
natural
killed.
ingredients to
Fear
increase
makes a
your body's
home in our
nitric
enemies'
oxide
hearts.
production. This in turn lowers your blood pressure.
It's bad. It really, really bad. Now the air skis thing was all this bullshit. I mean, I've used air bearings before.
Motors, no. Alarm.
So you move a diffractometer. And sure, the levitation levels were minuscule. This diffractometer weighs a few tons or something. I can't remember the pressure on it, but it was significant. You can tell by the noise. And the floor had to be polished to the point where it was almost optically flat. Otherwise, the diffractometer tended to stick on the floor. Now, Musk is proposing using those on something that is heavier than this machine, and then have it travelling at the speed of sound. And what's his clearance? In the white paper, it says about a millimeter. About the thickness of a toenail. Yeah, a fat man farts in this thing, and you're going to be grinding metal at 1,000 miles per hour. It's not so much in space, no one can hear you scream, but in a hyperloop, no one will hear you being smeared down the inside of the tube at about the speed of sound. Yes, this was actually one of Elon Musk's hyperloop competition.
The bridge is cleared for me, isn't it for you?
Beloved leader Elon Musk, who was such a
Yes.
genius when he was building his hyperloop.
And it looks like they're
didn't
marching up
realize
to the
it would get
bridge.
rusty when it gets wet.
I'm not
I mean,
seeing
where do you think all that dust is coming from? Oh, and the pod, which I should stress
Well,
is really
never mind. They're
a
just standing there.
powered electric car,
they're being,
which consists of basically
I just thought I
nothing
saw
other
movement
than
because they were
that
filling the
beast
gaps.
and the motor. It's
Yeah,
a nail, and it
there's very
almost
little people
destroys
right now
everything.
because, well,
And that was merely 100 odd
arrows.
kilos of pod, not 15
Now they're
tons.
marching.
And it's not traveling at
And they
speed of
stop.
sound, but only at about 200
Right?
miles per hour. So I think, okay,
no,
let's take another look at the
well,
white paper. What
back
sort of
is
air
still
pressure
marching,
are they trying to
but
do
it's
that
not the
levitation at?
Okay then, yeah.
1/10
We're synced up
of an
then.
atmosphere. At which point I just laughed my ass off that I hadn't
These
seen
guys
that
are marching,
in the
right?
first place. Well, let me show you why.
Awesome. So
And they
here
stop.
I have my argon cylinder. It's been a while since I used it. So these things usually come in with, fuller about 200 atmospheres.
It
Which
was kind of
means that if
weird.
I just
I did
open
get
this
that
directly,
Archer rule.
you get a lot of gas out of this guy. So I'm just going to do this briefly
You know
for a
that?
second. That's not even fully. So just to give you some idea of the gas pressure that you're going to get out, I've been getting one of these sorts of things recently. Universe is made up of protons, neutrons, electrons, and this one's a huge Sebastian. Last one. Anyway, right. So we're going to have that on
became
there.
desynced.
And let's see what a
We
blast
just said
from a
it, we were
cylinder will
fine.
do. Okay, right. So that's what 100 atmospheres
Well,
will do.
I guess we gotta wait a second.
That probably wasn't even fully open, but quite impressive. But obviously 100
It
atmospheres.
says,
like
please
that.
wait, the battle will continue once the host has taken action. CPU has become desynchronized. CPU means an AI.
Huh.
And it gives me the option to leave or wait.
I said resume. Are they moving back?
I'm gonna move a group of my soldiers. In the back? You see them walking backwards?
No.
There's 3 Spartans walking back towards the backwards on the road, all the way in the back.
No, I see your archers, however, running through the Spartans.
Yeah, there's no way that's not even happening.
Alright, well.
Well, actually, what they are?
Yeah, they just stopped.
They stopped
And
and
now
they're
they're
moving.
walking. Yeah, now they're walking back.
Okay, then yeah, because I told them to move. Now look all the way in the back of all of my.
Oh, all the way in the back. You're talking about these guys, aren't you?
Yeah, there's 3 guys I'm moving around.
These guys right here?
Not where the arrow is, but there's 3 guys walking. See them?
These guys?
There's 3 guys. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm watching those guys.
I don't
Yeah, I'm
know. I
watching.
don't know. Can you count the 4? I mean, I don't know.
I see 3 units walking. 3 units stacked.
Then we're synced up then.
Okay. That was pretty funny. Here's like, no, those archers aren't running. Over there. Well, wait a minute.
I was like, wait a minute. I saw him single file just running through my line. I was like, wait a minute, no.
Bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad boys. You're gonna have to rub their nose in it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna run them up to the shoreline. I think the AI's did. I think they got mental problems.
Yeah, I think the AI may have broke. The AI knows it's certain death to cross the bridge, but it also can't retreat. So it's just like, what am I doing? What do I do?
I'm gonna march some troops across is what I'm gonna do. You should come with me. Yeah, don't you see some guys crossing the bridge now?
Yes, I have guys on that.
Oh boy, the druids are getting excited.
I kind of like watching the Onigins. You see the fire just screeching through the air, and when it hits, there's just a massive explosion where the enemy was.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Boom! We just. Oh wow, some of the horses are in a. Oh wow, they actually went into a. What do you call it? Some of the more backwards units have gone into a. Yeah, the AI is broken. You know for a fact they would have attacked by now, not letting you get into formation. We're just kind of walking across the bridge, kind of.
Well, I am walking in phalanx, so maybe they think that because if I'm walking in phalanx, I'm facing them. So I'll turn it off and see what they do. Well, they are making the guys chant.
Yeah. I don't know what that chanting does.
I don't know. Maybe it's like Warcry. They make one hell of a chorus line, though.
Yeah. Oh, now they're walking towards you. Their spears up.
Kind of.
Hesitantly.
They look like they're just standing there.
I like the cluster of people trying to get across this bridge. It's like these people have never heard of how to get across a bridge without creating a horrific mess.
It's like they're trying to dance and hump on each other.
Yeah, there's a way to walk, and then your archers are just kind of trying to walk across the bridge
The
too.
bad part is that the guys forming up outside the bridge, I told them to run. And they're not even running.
No, they're just kind of,
They're just
and
kind
they're
of
making,
leisurely walking.
and I like how they're walking too. They're walking in a perfect line to get into there, and then they just get bored, and it's just like,
Hmm. There's so many dead bodies.
but once they get past the, the initial
I'll
cluster,
teach you to sing.
once they get past the initial cluster, they actually look fine, right?
I don't know, Seth. Like, I'm talking about on the other side of the bridge. They were just walking. And I'm like, hurry, why aren't you running?
Oh, I told my guys just to walk.
I was trying to get them in the formation so I could move them.
I kind of like how your guys are just walking straight forward across there with their spears out and just poking them dead.
Yeah, I put them in phalanx.
I'm telling my men to kind of go into a formation before assaulting, but you know.
Yeah, almost as if that's a decent idea. Yeah, the AI's dead. Oh, wait, no, he told him to charge. I just heard him. Nope, there they come. Well, it's still pretty dead.
I don't see him charging.
Well, the horse is just casually walking up to him. He said, "Units charge," and I see a horse just casually walking up to the front line.
I don't even see that.
Well, the horses are dying. It's just like one unit of horse.
No, my guys are throwing their pila though.
Yeah, they are. Or, wait, no. Wait, that's my archers.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. There are archers. I thought my pilas were being thrown. What do you mean the enemy's army's routing? We haven't crushed half of it.
Anyway, Seth, I'm starting to think that it's not us regarding the desync problems.
Yeah.
Because it feels kind of suspicious.
It also could be because we have such a high unit count, but that can't be it.
Well, we did turn it down.
It's at ultra now. Which it still says, warning, may cause desync.
Oh. Yeah, that might be a concern.
I kind of figured that you just like to watch epic battles involving tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And the game did warn me, like, you're past the unit cap. You're at 10,000 people. Warning, this may cause severe issues.
Yeah, but I didn't see it say desync. But I didn't set up the room either, so.
Yeah, the game kept complaining to me, like, are you sure you want to do this?
The general's dead.
I'm like, yes, that's look, I want to play a game for fun. And if I want to play a game for fun, there's it.
The general's dead. Oh my god, finally got him across the bridge.
Your
Yeah, I told him to.
But don't worry. I'm about to make another mosh pit.
Excellent.
I'd hate to know that there wasn't enough of a mosh pit. I told everyone to charge. That was quite a few people, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm done for the day.
Okay. Wait. One more thing.
I just exited.
You quit the game?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I should probably sleep.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay.